Did you notice there's Rams fans that are starting to pick up in abundance on our chat? And also there's Raiders and the Texas guys in Dallas. Want to welcome all of them in here as you rub shoulders with the superiority of the 49ers. Woo! Man, this is going to be a fun year. I can tell already, fam. I can tell this is going to be a fun year. First of all, we're not going to be getting waxed every week. I'm for sure that's true. I mean, come on, I've looked at other teams. This is why I feel confident saying we can whoop some butts this year. Oh, but hey, the 49ers have went into their summer break. And the speculations are underway all over the NFL community, as per usual right now, as we do. You know I do, boy. I love to speculate. Expectations are running wild and are just about, every team in the league believes they have a shot at the title. Oh, some of them are going to be so disappointed. The Niners have done an admirable job to improve their chances with a beefed-up roster through both free agency and the draft. But how about the players that have been with Shanahan since 2017? Those are the ones that are most likely we're going to be depending on the most when you really think about it. Guys and kids just came in this year. They're going to help some, but they are not probably going to be that knife in the neck that we got that's already been on the roster for a while. But guys like George Kittle, even we got to see some guys that have matured with this team. But the question is, have they reached the level of maturity to be lethal yet? Now, ESPN has picked their choices of the top offensive offseason standout surprises from each team. And we'll be talking about ESPN's choice for the 49ers in just a minute here. And also, Fred Warner names cornerback Alex Brown as a 49er player flying under the radar. Remember, Will brought this to our attention. What was that, last week? I went and checked that boy out. Greg Maben and Dante Johnson don't get comfortable in Santa Clara. Ain't no point looking for no place to stay. Oh, no. Oh, but first, it's Frankie G's birthday as of yesterday. And I missed the message, Frankie. Frankie G, you in there, man? Hey, Frank, you know what? Jump in the chat and let me know you're able to receive my belated birthday song, fam. All right, let me read the note from Frankie, man. Frankie says, hey, Ronbo, my name is Frankie G. But I'm going to leave his theme. I'm going to let him tell you. If he wants to know you don't know his real last name. But I like Frankie G. He said like Jimmy G, Frankie G. He said, from East LA. First off, I want to say, is that you and that you have the best night of show ever? Thanks, Frankie. He said, I love listening to you and the fam. Both you and the fam give me a great laugh, but also love the input and the fam put into your show. And he says, man, I missed your show today, which was yesterday as the snow came in. Waited all year for this moment. And today is my birthday. So Frankie was born on the 15th of this month, 16th, yeah. And I was hoping you can sing the best birthday song ever, the Niner birthday song to me on your next show. Oh, take care and keep up the great work. Niners! Hey, Frankie wrote that down. Frankie would be great. I'm looking for Frankie G, Frankie. All right, tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna because I want to make sure. You know what? Should I go over this? I should do this first, huh? Should I do Frankie? We're going to Frankie. Frankie, you know, I just realized you could roll it back, too. Yeah, just in case you miss it. Happy birthday to Frankie G. Happy Niners birthday, Frankie G. This is the part, Frankie, man. It comes about this. Happy Niners birthday, Frankie G. Hey, Frankie, out in East LA. Boom, bop, bop, boom, bop, bop, boom, bop. Happy birthday, fam. Amazing. Let me go ahead and get into this right now, though. As ESPN has picked their surprise offseason standout for all 32 teams, as I mentioned, and of all the players on the roster they picked, wide receiver Trent Taylor Nick Wagner of ESPN, who was assigned to the 49ers, says maybe it shouldn't be thought of as a surprise considering the success Taylor had with quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo at the end of 2017 when he caught 17 of the final 20 passes thrown his way. People need to understand the G-child makes a lot of difference in a whole lot of things. George Kittle, I'll tell you more about that later. But a back injury slowed Taylor in 2018, and his production was cut in half. Now he's another year removed from the back issue and looks healthy. But he faces more competition for the slot receiver job, which, with new receivers, Coach Wes Welker showing him the ropes, don't be surprised if Taylor regains his rookie form and takes a step forward into an expanded role in 2019. Now, that's according to Nick Wagner. Now, I'm not saying anything yet. I do know Taylor's pretty talented. What he did that first year was good. And when Jimmy G came, he took it to the next level. Now, if Taylor has evolved from where he was in that first year, and after last year, pretty much he wasn't Trent Taylor, if he's coming back this year with a vengeance, with the mindset, I'm back, damn it, and I am here to make a statement. Y'all laughed at me last year because I couldn't move my back, kicking everybody's ass this year. So I'm looking forward to what Fred, he has offered. Fred Warner spoke with reporters last week before making his way into the summer break. Dude had an outstanding rookie season beyond what was really expected. Fred was kicking it, man. Warner started 16 games during his rookie campaign while racking up a team leading in his rookie year. 124 combined tackles, 6 passes defense and a forced fumble. Oh, rookie! God, I love them numbers. Now, a lot will be expected from Warner during his sophomore season, which is when the slump can take over and ruin a player and make you think things like, he's a bust! Because you know how we like to do, boy. You mess up one time, you a bust. If you ain't over 25 years old. He's already established himself as one of the team's best young players, though. But regarding Alex Brown, because see, if anybody can make this observation and be taken seriously, it's Fred Warner. The question thrown at Warner last week was who he sees as a potential sleeper in 2019. Warner, he thought about that question for a moment and responded with, the guys who have been here, there's a lot of guys who have stepped up, but somebody who has been flying under the radar, I think should be mentioned, is Alex Brown, a corner that came in. He's done an outstanding job. He's shown up on tape to me. Obviously, everybody knows that DeForest Buckner and guys like that, they're taking the game to the next level. But I think Alex has kind of flown under the radar. He's been doing an Fred uses the word outstanding job. He ain't just doing a job. He's doing an outstanding job. What? Now, I immediately looked at this tape because I've been dragging my feet on that. Yeah, he can play, y'all. Oh, he can play. That's why I said maybe the Dante Johnson cool, forget it. Brown participated in the 49ers rookie minicamp after the draft, and the team signed him on May 16th. Brown is an undrafted free agent out of South Carolina State. And during his time with the Bulldogs, he reached 90 tackles, 26 passes defense, 7 interceptions, and 1 sack in 31 games with 25 starts during 5 seasons. Brown started all 11 games in 2018 while recording 42 tackles, 8 passes defense, 4 INTs, not 1 or 2. He got 4 and 1 sack. And I tell you, good call, Will. Fred Warner fully agrees with you, fam. So as I say, Brown is currently somehow rolling behind Greg Maben and Dante Pettis as far as the bubble's concerned. But if Warner sees the potential, I'm sure the coaches do too. Maben is my new Tyvis Powell. You know how boy, I talked about Tyvis Powell every chance I got. The 49ers finally heard it. Get him out of here. Maben has had one good time with the 49ers. I imagine that's why he's getting away. And that was that game in 2017 when he was asked to pull DeAndre Hopkins up off of Dante Johnson. See, but you know what? I've gotten over that now, man. he did a decent job at that game. And in fact, decent enough for the 49ers to win that game. Hasn't done a thing since so. In fact, Maben is the main reason why CJ couldn't get that win against the Packers last season. Remember he came in after Ward went down? Notice I said after Ward went down and was doing a good job, Maben came in and gave it up right quick. Boy, at any rate, it sounds as if we may have something in Alex Brown. So your homework, fam, if you haven't done it yet, check out the footage on Alex Brown. I think I'm gonna put the link up today, man. I like him. And have that assignment finished for this Friday night's quiz on Alex Brown. We will be having. If you have any thoughts on him already, do tell now. What are you feeling about Alex Brown? I like that dude, man. He got that dog in him too. That's what I like about him too. So yeah, hey, you know what? We already did the birthday. Let me go ahead and check out what's going on. Hey, Night of Domination. Thank you, fam. Thank you for the contribution. Pete Gorman says, "Sup? Faithful Empire, what's up?" Caesar Astorga, hey, saw the tape on Alex Brown. Looks good. Akello on the rest, and the rest of the CBs better step up. Brown might be that cornerback we've been looking for. You know, I'm afraid to go that far with him because he looks damn good, but I'm wondering, damn, how is he an undrafted free agent? I don't get that. We got lucky. Well, you know, we got lucky on a few undrafted free agents so far. So I guess it's not a real big surprise. Some of these guys, they do fly under the radar. I don't know how. Ray Jr., this is what's up. Thanks for all you do. Hey, Ray, thanks for coming in and joining, fam. Appreciate you. Rico Suave. What's up, Rico? Pedro Flores says, hey, what up? Can I get a Niner shout out? Niners! Pedro! Hey, and Empire Strikes Back, what's up? James Cruz, what's up? He says, we better kick everybody's ass in your division. I tell you, Red Eye Jedi 201. What is his name? What a be, fam? What it do? Manny Jimenez. He said, hey, what up, not a fam in the house? What up, Ronbo? And Jay Good, 49. I haven't seen you in a while. Jay Good, what's up, man? Let's whoop some ass, he says. Go hard, Big Ronnie Both. God's always got a new name for him. I love it. Yeah. Jake Real Stick, what's up? NFC West Nemesis in the house. Niners! Kenny Powers, Tampa Bay should get stomped out week 1. You got to come in there fired up, though, man. Don't come in there half-stepping this year, y'all, because last year Tampa Bay took it to us. I didn't make sense. But, of course, we didn't have Jimmy, and Ruben had just acted a fool, and the team was just not probably in the right frame of mind. You say, how's that possible? I'm dyslexic. 668, what's up, Ronbo 49ers wide receivers going to be explosive with Jimmy Unstoppable. Daniel Garcia, what's good, Ronbo? What's good, Daniel? All-Star Luna, Jimmy G spot for. Yeah, I was wondering when somebody's going to start with that. I have tried to avoid that. See, somebody else had to do it. All-Star Luna said, Jimmy G spot for comeback player of the year. Daniel Garcia, Jimmy G comeback player of the year. I tell you, I like that idea. All he's got to do is come out there and work. George Kittle, Dante Johnson, Marquise Goodwin. He's got Trent Taylor back right where he wants him. Ow! Rico.
Oh. Yeah. Yo.
Rico. Hey, Rico, you at the JOB?
Yes, sir. Like always.
I like the way Rico sneaks away and gets on in there and calls. Rico! Rico, man,
What's
tonight.
up? How you doing, Ronbo?
I'm doing fabulous, fam, and as usual, man. I'm checking out some of the articles are starting to come out now. And Trent Taylor is looks like ESPN, Nick Wagner, who writes for ESPN for the 49ers, he has already put Trent Taylor on the position to be the comeback player of the year. What do you think about that? Is that possible?
Honestly, I like Trent Taylor, and it is possible. Dealing with his injury and stuff like that, but I really do feel like it's possible. He's really, really good in the slot. He's a good player, man. I like Trent Taylor, man. He's tough. He's good. Like we say, any given Sunday, anything can happen. You know, he can first snap, boom, he can get injured. God bless everybody. You know, I'm just saying anything can happen. But I really do feel like he's good, man. I like Trent Teller. What do you like about Trent? You like Trent Teller?
Oh, I
Do you
love
like
Trent
him?
Taylor. I love him from the first year we had him because I loved his quickness. And when they would like run the replay and Trent would just be jerking dudes right. You remember that when he took the Honey Badger to school that game? And the Honey Badger got all pissed off, went over there and body slammed Trent on the sideline.
Oh, I think I remember that.
You
Yeah.
remember that? He was
I think so.
frustrated.
Yeah.
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 I said, look at that. Trent done made one of the premier coverage men
Yeah.
in the NFL, man. From that point on, I was this huge fan then. Anyway.
Yeah. I like him. He's good, man. He's really good.
Also, have you checked out Alex Brown yet?
Have I what? Sorry.
You know what Alex Brown is?
Yeah.
Alex is that new cornerback we got that Will was talking about last week. Now, last week, Will, I hadn't gotten around to it. And then all of a sudden, Fred Warner jumps up and says, hey, man, this dude's flying on the radar. Alex Brown, that's my pick for, the badass that's coming along. And so I said, uh-oh. Oh, no, Will's mentioning this dude. Let me go check this dude out. I checked him out. Rico, Alex Brown. When you get a chance, pull up the film on him. Look at this dude, man. I think we may have something.
Oh
there.
yeah, I haven't had a chance. I haven't had a chance to. I'm gonna be real. I haven't had a chance to. But
I didn't eat until yesterday. That's what I'm saying. Dick, word, telling you, fam.
Oh,
Check
wow.
him out. The boy plays with aggression. He's quick. His instincts are slick. I think we may have something there. You know what? They got him riding low right now, but that's gonna change. I got a feeling in camp as soon as they put the pads on. So there you go, Alex Brown.
Alex Brown. I'm gonna definitely look him up when I get out of work and stuff, man.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I was on hold for a little while, but today is gonna be a short day. Sorry, but I just want to send a shout out to everybody, the Niner Empire, Puerto Rican Niner Empire, everybody. I love you guys. I thank you for everything you do. And what's that caller? He comes in. He says he's from Pensacola, New Jersey. I think it's James.
Yeah, no. James was telling me how to pronounce that word. We got another fan from Pensacola, but James is from New Jersey.
Okay. Well, since I'm from New Jersey, I just want to send a shout out to him. No disrespect to anybody else, but I'm from Jersey, baby. You already know that.
I understand that.
So shout out to him, and shout out to everybody else. Shout out to you. Shout out to everybody, Dre. A couple other people, man. It's so many people. I was starting to write it down at work while I was at work, and then I was training some guys, and then the guy moved the box, and he threw the box out, and I had a marker, and I wrote everybody's name on there. Well, I was gonna give a shout out to, and he threw it out. I'm like, dude, and he was like, I was like, what? I was like, what team you like? He was like, the Eagles. I'm like, no fucking wonder you threw the box out, you hater.
Man, Eagles, you know what? It's going to be funny this year because you know what? We can actually, the 49ers could fool around here and win too many games. And I got a feeling the Eagles going to be back and play again next year. So, it could be interesting to see. You could be at work talking to this dude about, dude, we're back in the playoffs for the first time. And y'all got the worst luck in the world. You got to play us in the first round.
Exactly. Oh, that'll.
It could be
that'll be a dream. That'll be a dream come true to me. Oh man. But anyway, I love you guys, man. I'm gonna get back in here and train these guys, and I'll be listening in. I got my earplugs in, so I'll be listening in. But shout out to everybody, and God bless you all, and happy Father's Day to everybody. I know it's a little belated and stuff. I wasn't on Father's Day. I was very, very busy. But I noticed that I had made a little comment, and you had liked both the comments and stuff. That was a little late and stuff, but I appreciate you, and I appreciate it. Everything you guys do, everything you do, Niner Empire, Puerto Rican Niner Empire. And I love you guys, man, and I'll be listening in.
Hey, Rico, and we'll be thinking about you too, fam.
Hopefully.
And tell that Eagles fan when he sees names written, tell that Eagles fan when he sees names written down on something, ask you first, do you need this? Don't be rude. All right. Rico, see you tomorrow, fam. Oh, wait. Well,
All right.
See you tomorrow,
All
actually.
right. I can't do it better than you, but I'm trying, man.
It's getting there, Rico. I don't know, man. I feel like I got whooped.
Nah, you didn't, man. You the master, man. All right. Love you guys, man. Have a good night.
All right, Rico. Oh, man.
All right.
And, yeah. Oh, wait. 49ers Rockets Rider, what's up, beautiful night at 49ers Empire. Perry E. Howard says, hey, everyone, what's good with you, fam? And Mr. 16 Downey Montana, sup? What's the word, fam? Trent Taylor's going to be on this season. I really think he may be something else, you know? Because he ain't no rookie nothing now. Now he's third year, dude. These are the guys we're going to ride with into the promised land. Some of the kids are coming along like last year. Dante, I figure he's going to contribute this year. You know, D Ford is it. Some of the guys that veterans have been around. Those are the guys we're going to have to run behind. The kids are going to have to run behind them for a minute and then pick up the slack next year. This is how you build that empire. Because you keep those youngsters learning, let them learn, give them a little chance, give them a chance to kick into gear, come and join the rest. Hey, 12 gauge punk says, I got my 49ers versus Redskins tickets. Yeah! And do what you do, 88. Vancouver, Washington in the house. What up, Harold? And Serge G, what up? Niner repping in the 206. Let me get Lynn Wood in here. Lynn Wood. Lynn Wood. Lynn Wood. Lynn Wood. Where you at, man? You know, Lynn Wood's lovely little wifey is a Dallas Cowboys fan. They're probably wrestling over the phone right now because she said, nope. You're not calling her in there now. I heard you guys talking about Dak Prescott. That was just rude. He deserves every bit of $35 million a year, and I don't want to hear it. And what? Is that simple guy? Hey, let me get to Dre. Dre! We're good.
Ronbo, what's happening, man?
Dre, man, I'm just like delighted that, as you mentioned last week, Will has pointed out something in advance of the rest of everybody else. Will has already pictured Alex Brown being a star before Fred did. I said, look at that! Yeah. Oh! So Alex Brown's on the radar, and Trent Taylor is, Wes Welker's working him into something. I don't know what it is, but he's impressing people. So
man, it's a bias. It's a bias with Wes Welker and Trent Taylor, bro.
Well, yeah, because he just alike.
You know what I mean? Yeah, bro. I hope this motherfucker don't keep Trent, and then he fucking is trash, and then somebody else come in balling. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, don't let it just be because he the same size as you, bro. Like, I know, but you know what I'm saying? Like,
his first year, what'd you think of him though?
His first year, yes, like he was a possession guy for us.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Especially on third and 6, 3rd and 7, 3rd and 5, 3rd and 8. That was Trent all day. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. So
then he looked like he had the back of a 40-year-old the next year. So
well,
you know
he did.
Saying?
I mean, that back was hurt. You know what it is trying to do something without a back, though.
Oh, so, you can't do nothing without your back. Period. Yeah, most definitely. Yeah. No, I'm pulling for Trent though. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely pulling for Trent. You know what I mean? To have those short, shifty guys, you know, who necessarily, because Trent only ran a 4.6, so he's not a guy with super speed. But then again, Antonio Brown only runs a 4.6. But when he puts them pads on, oh boy.
Hey, but when's the last time you seen Antonio Brown get drafted? You know, guys like Jerry Rice, Antonio Brown. Who else is? Some dudes run out of fear.
Jerry Rice ran a 4.7. He ain't even run a 4.6. In his 40 combine, he ran a 4.7.
And then
so it's really about field speed, man. It's really about field speed and how your speed translate with pads on the field. You know what I mean? Some guys can run a 4.3 and then put on pads and be on that grass, and then it slows down to 4.7. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you never know. Man, you never know. Alex Brown, it sounds like, man, I gotta go back to it, bro. Man, I gotta wait till these guys put the pads on, bro.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? Especially if you haven't played you haven't played even one down, you know what I'm saying, as an NFL player against NFL talent, you know what I'm saying? You know, with them cameras on you, you know what I'm saying, with 40, 50,000 people sitting in the stands, 20, 30,000 sitting in the stands, you know what I mean? For a $1 billion franchise, you know what I'm saying? It just, you know, even with the guys who drafted, like I love Jalen Hurd, I love Deebo Samuel, but bro, they still ain't did it with pads on yet. I mean,
And that's just is what it is, bro. You got to be real. You can have all the expectations you want, but you know what I'm saying? It ain't what it is until it is what it is. And that's what you put
I got to remember
on.
that one, Dre. I like that. I'm going to write that one down.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, should I repeat that? It ain't
yes,
what it
please.
is until it is what it is, man.
Yeah.
It ain't what it is till it is what it is, man. You got to put them pads on, bro. And we got to see what you can do with those pads on. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, it's good to have a daily reprieve. You know what I'm saying? And to hear that some guys are balling out with shorts and tank tops and helmets on, because some of that might translate, you know, when you put pads on. But at the end of the day, man, you can catch 90 routes all day. You know what I'm saying? And you can catch flat routes all day. But when you got Quan Alexander running out to the flats, or you know what I'm saying, or you got Fred Warner
coming at you at 100 miles an hour.
Hey man, when you catching that 90 route and CJ Becker knocking your head off when you catch that 90, bro, you know what I'm saying? Some dudes is gonna look like they got tutus on. You know what I'm saying? Ballerina dancers. So you know, it's yeah, bro. It's a different game. You know what I'm saying? It's cool to hear positivity about some of the new guys, but man, you know what I'm saying? We're just going to have to see what it is when they get the pads on. Because like I said, there's going to be at least 2 or 3 guys who they're talking about as of right now. There'll be at least 2 or 3 guys who we're talking about right now. Man, and then there's going to be 2 or 3 guys that ain't nobody said a damn thing about. Ain't nobody said nothing about them.
Dre, name a couple that ain't nobody talking about. I got a feeling it's going to be that strong man named Contavious.
Okay.
Who you like?
So if I could name 3 guys that nobody has talked about in training camp or in mini camp in our OTAs, I would say the first guy that we're going to start hearing something about is I would have to say Tim Harris, the cornerback that we drafted from Virginia. We ain't heard nothing about Tim.
I also like him.
We ain't heard nothing about Tim.
Ain't said a word about him. Ain't nobody said nothing. Yeah.
And the thing is, you know, as a rookie, there's a huge learning curve. It's not just practice. You got the weight room. Then you got practice.
The playbook.
Then there's probably meetings. You're still trying to figure out where you're gonna live. You know what I'm saying? What apartment you're gonna get. You know what I'm saying? What your money looking like, signing contracts. It's a lot of things going on that you can be preoccupied with. But coming into training camp, guys gonna be locked in. I like his skill set. I like his size. He's 6'2". He's rangy. He's tough. He plays bump and run coverage. You know what I'm saying? He gets up in your face and makes it hard for you to get around him. Man, I just like his intangibles. I think that's hopefully, you know what I'm saying, a guy that we'll hear about. Another guy is and another guy, like you said, is Contavious Street. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he was already running with the 1s and 2s during OTAs, during the mandatories and non-mandatories. I mean, his size. I mean, Ronbo. His nickname is the Hulk, bro.
The Baby Hulk,
and that's his nickname from And DeForest Buckner gave him that name. So and Defoe, he's a ox himself. So if Defoe giving you the nickname as the Hulk. Bro, you got to be strong. He's going to be controlling some guys off the line.
I can already see it.
And
now, Trey, can you see it? Contavious, Defoe's sitting under 325 and getting ready to do a few reps. Contavious comes over and says, you warming up?
Man, bro, most definitely.
You must be warming up.
That's my number 2. So number 1, Tim Harris. Number 2, Contavious Street. And then my third guy, who we've only heard about him going back to his original position, and that's to Various Moore. Bro, his highlight reels from South Alabama State, bro, dude is a ball hawk, fam.
And reflexes quick.
Dude, oh my God. And he run that 4.3 too. Oh man, you know what I'm saying? Like that just took him going to cornerback just imagine you coming in, you know, you're one of the top guys in your class, you know what I'm saying? You're one of the best safeties in the nation. You know what I'm saying? You had 4 picks, which was at the top in college football. I think there was probably a few guys who had 5. You know what I'm saying? But he was one of those guys who had 4 picks last year. Then you go to the league and they switch your damn position, and you lose a year. You basically use a year of playing time. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not playing in your true position.
If the 49ers would stop doing that, Dre,
yeah,
I would. Yeah, I'd be so happy if they draft a player that's good at this and bring him in and let him do that.
And just keep him there.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, just keep him there.
So
just imagine he's like, damn, man, I got to play this position, but it's the pros. I want to, I want to impress Coach Shanahan.
Right.
I want to be a 49er. I love this weather. I love San Francisco. And then they're like, hey, Tavares, going back to free safety. And he's like, ooh, he's licking his chops right now, Ronbo.
See, Dre, that's
now, Ronbo.
That's why you got to laugh at Rashard Robinson, because Rashard Robinson,
man,
if they would have told Rashard, we want you to go to safety. Man, I'm not no safety.
No, I ain't doing
Rashard
it.
would have told him.
Right. Most definitely. I think Rashard probably in the CFL somewhere or something right now. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got no job. He got cut by the Jets.
Yeah, he needs
to.
Yeah.
So,
Dre,
those are my three guys, man.
I like it too, man. I'm behind you on those, man. I really like those guys.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Right,
but shout out to TNT, Big Show, Trey Tress, my player partner Will, Jerry Fresh, Bob Money, Horatio Flores, Empire Strikes, Nighthawk, man. I apologize if I forget anybody, man. But we're gonna keep.
Did you forget the Big Show? Where's the Big Show?
No, I ain't skipped Big Show. I got bro in there.
Did we heard his feelings? He ain't said, he ain't been in the chat.
Bro.
Where is he?
Nah, bro. I thought my bro was mad at me. I had to ask him. I said, bro, you still mad at me? He was like, nah, bro, never that. You know what I'm saying? I was tripping that night.
Yeah, he never gets mad.
Yeah, I was tripping. I was tripping. Oh, yeah. Hey, and marketing pro. Bro, you coming up in here with that Ram shit. Hey, man, we're going to treat you like them youngsters did Tyrese on Baby Boy. Beat you up and take your bike and give it back to you. Don't nobody want your punk ass bike there. Hey, man, I'm out of here, bro.
Hey,
all right, bro.
I might be back tomorrow. I can't stand away. All right. Have a good night, Jerry.
All right, bro.
Oh, God. And that Rams fan, boy, that fool, man. I saw him on the comments last night. Kills me. Boy, I worked him, too. You know I worked you? Roger Jorgensen says, 8 hours till I get old happy birthday to me, last 8 hours of being 49. Oh, Raj, man, I'm about to come. You know, Raj, you go inspire me to come back tomorrow just for your birthday. You know what I'm saying? May have to do it. And 49ers and Rockets Rider. What's up, beautiful 49ers Empire? Perry. That's Perry E. Howard. Hey, everyone, what's good with you? Was he taking a page out of Yame's book? What's good with you? And Mr. 16 Downey, Montana. What's up, Ronbo? What's the word, fam? Trent Taylor's going to be on this season. Hey, we went through here, huh? Right? Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. Hey, let's see if Linwood is available yet. I figured Linwood's probably out in the backyard tending to his barbecue. Hey, Linwood.
Oh, I'm available. Available. I missed you last time. The damn mute button was hit on my phone. I was hollering. I had already like Ronbo going, Niners!
Right? I had already imagined Linwood, like wifey was like taking the phone out your hand and y'all was wrestling over it, right? Because we was talking about Dak trying to get overpaid and all that other stuff about the Cowboys. Yesterday we said the only reason why Dak shouldn't be getting nothing but $15.99 a week, because the fact of the matter is it was all about Zeke and his offensive line. We talked about him so bad.
God, yeah.
Better
he needs minimum wage.
Oh, and maybe that might be too much. Linwood, Nick Wagner, ESPN says Trent Taylor is the standout of the year so far. As Trent has come back, a man with a vengeance. His back stopped hurting him, and now he's out there just kicking butt. We'll see how long that lasts. But see, people don't understand about Trent Taylor. Trent Taylor's one of the tough dudes that Trent would be out there with nothing but a T-shirt on. I still believe he'd run a route across the middle. That boy is Trent's a little crazy.
He's fearless. He's Wes Welker Part 2.
He did
it his rookie year. I mean, everybody forgets that when he came out in his rookie year, he had the best hands in college.
Welker or Taylor?
Trent Taylor.
Yeah. Oh, he led the nation before we drafted him.
Yes, when we drafted him, he came out and then he showed it. Mm-hmm. He showed it to us, fearless. That's why he got hurt. He was fearless. And he went over middle, Remember that catch of the Chicago game? He caught the ball and he tumbled and rolled, and it tumbled all the way across the sidelines. And he was out there running a 101, 102 temperature. Didn't even think he can play the game.
Man,
people forget all about how tough he is.
No,
he might be small.
That's the thing.
But I put him up against the honey badger any day of the week.
Did you see him getting in that fight last year? Maybe laughed so hard. But it had nothing to do with the play, but the cameraman was like just delighted. He rolls over there, and apparently the defender tried to take Trent out downfield and missed and fell down. Trent went over and picked his legs up and was yelling and throwing his hands and get up! Get so sorry. I can just see him. And the dude got up slowly, and he waited for the ref and everybody come over there and break it up. I said, look at that. Yeah. Trent went out there and pumped this dude. So, yeah, that's
Trent's an animal.
Yeah.
You know, and everybody forgets he's best friends with
George
on the team with George, dude. And you think there's not a battle there to, out-best each other. Ooh. One's a wide receiver, one's a tight end.
Well, yeah.
There's not a yeah, exactly. Dude, he's coming. He's going to give it all. So, topic, 49ers surprise offseason standout. There's so many, Ronbo.
Part one. We're early in the season. This is going to be probably more. Hey, Alex Brown, you checked him out yet?
I have not. Until
I'm telling everybody, check this dude out. Yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
And I will. And I definitely will. Alex Brown is on the radar for sure. I'm a shot in the dark because I want it to happen. I'm just shot in the dark.
Damn,
surprise offseason standout, Solomon Thomas.
Solomon Thomas. Oh! A vote for Solomon T. That's good, man. I really.
Yeah.
Solomon Thomas is
I'm digging deep. I'm digging deep, Ronbo. I'm digging real deep.
But you ain't got to my depth yet. Now, when you start talking about saying things like J-Dub Club right here, that's when you have dug way, way underground. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm digging deep there. So with the the defensive line coach we got there and this and that, they might be able to reach in there, and we got the corners are going to put them back inside. So I'm waiting to see before we call him a complete bust.
Yeah,
I'd like to see a little bit of something out of him.
I would
if
too.
Not for nothing else, for trade value.
At
least get 4 or 5 sacks. You know what I mean?
At least. Well, you know what? Right now he's playing with the 2s and 3s. I heard they've already. Eric Armstead seems to have already solidified his position with the team. But we'll see. This early, ain't no pads been put on yet. Let's see.
I know, and it all changes with pads. So you got to think the physicality and strength comes in when you put the pads on, because now you got all the extra weight, and the really quick people slow down because they don't have the strength to carry all the pads, and with the helmet on. Yeah. Well, you played with pads on, Ronbo, just like me.
It, especially in the summertime.
It's a different ball game when you put all that stuff on.
It's like you feel like there's wind resistance or something going on. But, you have the same – everybody's got the same advantage, disadvantage. So, it still balances out. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're right, though. Some guys do move better with pads than others do. But most part, everybody's still suffering the same pain.
Guys.
Except in the summertime.
I only saw it for the I only saw it for the people that were corners and wide receivers. It was the biggest slowdown I saw when I played football with pads on. Would be like, oh, this dude is quick as lightning. And then he put the pads on because he didn't have the weight differential. And then they went to try and shift and move, and then they got extra weight. They couldn't bend and break like they used to. Big difference.
You
put some football pads on Allen Iverson and see how he breaks on a basketball court. For an analogy.
I'd love to see basketball players use pads. They probably should. God.
Nah.
It's not. But they say it's a non-contact sport, man. Them dudes be, boy, that ain't no non-contact sport. I mean, especially at the center and post positions, get your butt beat in there.
Oh yeah,
man.
when you're down there posting up in the paint, the forwards and this and that. Oh yeah, it's physical. It's very physical. Very physical.
Brutal. But yeah, I'm thinking.
Charles Barkley didn't earn his name for no reason because he was a beat down there.
Hey, pick out another surprise. But you got Solomon T. And listen, after you see Alex Brown, Lynn, why don't you come back and let me know if I have to keep Dante Johnson and Greg Maben? Because see, both of them dudes, just them being in camp, I know we need bodies for camp, but as soon as they get their walking papers, it's going to be a burden lifted off my shoulders. I really don't want them on the field any more than necessary. Whew.
Right.
Lord. Boy. Man.
I'll check out the AB and haven't had the opportunity yet. I'm still looking for my boy KT to come through, Contavious Street.
Yeah, oh yeah. Don't worry about Contavious, man. That dude. They said he probably making
I'm a big Wolfpack fan. That's my college team is NC Wolfpack. That's where he came from. I'm hoping he makes some noise.
Yeah,
but we'll see.
I got to feel. Lynn, I'm gonna tell you. You know what? I'm thinking I may not wait till Friday. I may be back tomorrow, Lynn. So make sure you get that Alex Brown. Take a look at him. I want to get your opinion on that boy, man. That boy, from what I could see,
I'm gonna look him up as soon as I get out the phone. I'm gonna be doing some research.
Because I tend to get overly excited, but Alex, he does look good. All right, Linwood. Hopefully, I may see you tomorrow. All right.
Yes, sir.
All right, fam.
Hit those likes, fam.
Yeah. Thanks,
Ronbo Sports.
Hey, thanks, Linwood. Have a good night, fam.
I would do the yell, but I just got over acute bronchitis.
Oh, okay.
I'm pushing talking.
Yeah, don't aggravate that.
Go,
yeah.
Niners.
That was an acute bronchitis.
Night,
Good night, Linwood.
Yep.
Oh, God. I tell you. Oh, and hey, Harold. We already did that one. Oh, let me go ahead and go to the phone. All right. I'm confused here. Okay, I guess we're going to go to get Will. Yo, Will.
Ronbo, what's up, dog?
Will,
what's up, man?
I was sitting here giving you all the props, all the vision, all the wherewithal to have pointed out Mrs. Brown's baby boy, Alex. I said, look at this. And then I seen Fred Warner chime in. I said, boy, everybody talking about you, Alex. Let's go, dog. So I'm delighted, man. I like this dude, man. So we may have stumbled on something here, Will, and you seen it early, man. Shh, good looking out. Sup?
Man, I told you, man. That dude, he missed the Velcro, man. Dude can ball out, man. Like I said, I see the highlight tapes, man. The dude is a baller, but I agree with everybody right now. Like, it's just shorts and shirt. Let's see what they look like in the past, man. Cause I'm ready to hear some names being called out with the full gear on, who's out there making plays, man. Cause that's how you play the game, full pass on. So
that's right.
So,
but you need to display some skills. Yeah, but you need to display some skills that lets everybody know if you do put on the pads, it may come down a little bit. But boy, there's some dudes. You remember Will? Back in high school, you know the kid that wanted to play just because he wanted to go out for the team, think he's going to help him get a girlfriend. And you be looking at him like, man, you know what? You ain't just stay out of my way, okay? Because you ain't for real. You ain't playing football because you want to come out here and be a part of a team. You don't want to contribute. You want to win. You out here trying to be the big man on the campus. Stay out my face. You know them dudes. And this is what I'm saying. This is like interesting to watch develop. But we gonna see.
Yeah, I wasn't them type. Because I knew I could get the girls anyway. Because I was a player, so
yeah.
I really that ain't matter to me. Cause all I had to do was just shine on the field. That kitty cat gonna come anyway. So
I know I can feel it, Will. I mean, I can tell you the player's player. But anyway, Alex is looking good from, and that's from another baller. Because game recognizes game. This is why I like when people like Fred Warner or anybody else of that caliber says something good about a ball player, and he's just coming in.
Yeah,
that's mad props. So I'm kind of impressed.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to seeing what he looks like later.
And, man. If he can do it like that right now, all you gotta do is translate it on the field with them full pads. Hey, Ronbo, did you hear about Joshua Garnett though? I heard that O-line supposed to give some high praise. He might be a
I posted
contender
him
for a spot.
up on my Instagram. I said, look at this. I knew it. I said, because the 49ers did that ploy. What is it? We are not picking up no Joshua Garnett contract. And so they did that to Tomlinson last year at the same exact time. And now all of a sudden the coach is coming in saying, like, he's got a legit chance to be a starter on this team. What? For real? I knew it. You always got to say those things afterward. I knew it. So, yeah, I heard about it. Yeah.
Yeah, he must be coming to his senses, man. Gotta be coming to his senses, man. I believe he stopped being shy, man. He about to get out there and do what he's supposed to do, man. When he first came on the scene, man, he was doing good, man, until he got hurt, and then all this stuff about, man. Then it came to all these excuses about him being hurt. He couldn't practice. So now, all that stuff over with. Kyle Shanahan, he was bullshitting from the get-go anyway. So he knew what was going on. He knew he had to get his act together. So he need to go out there and continue to bust his ass so he can make this team, man, for real. Cause like I say, man, we need everybody. We need all the players we need to protect Jimmy G, man. I'm telling you, man. This dude needs to stay in that pocket and make these plays, man. Cause we got some receivers this year that can help him. So O-line got to be on point.
And the thing is, his pass blocking has gotten better. Last year, we already knew he was a mauler in Stanford. I mean, the dude is a road grader, right? That's why I'm saying if his pass blocking got better, which is what the coach alluded to as well, that means Mike Person can go to center because he's taking center snaps anyway right now. Because I'm going to tell you, Will, I ain't got no faith in Weston Richburg lasting the whole season. Weston Richburg is too tender to play center. They beat his ass in New York, too. I can see a man getting injured out there making plays, but Richburg is just getting physically beat up by his opponent. See, that worries me. Man. That means how many weeks it's going to take before they beat his ass. So he's got to go. And let Person, because Person don't care how bad. You can break his arm. He could have a vertebrae out of place, his knee joint been moved out. Persons is still playing. That's a warrior. So if he wants to play center, put him at center because they got to kill him to stop him. I like that attitude.
Richburg. Yeah, I know, man. That's a dog mentality right there when you play hurt like that, man. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but Richburg, he can't be no tater tot, man. He can't be soft, man.
He's
I don't know. He need to get it together, man. Yes. But I know I ain't got that much time left, man. But look, man, I want to give out an installment, please, right quick. Just right quick.
And now, it's Monday Night Raw. By tradition, we find things to get on people about, and tonight is the night to do it. Let me holler at you. Will, let him have it, Will.
Look, Mike Florio.
Oh.
You are not Adam Schefter. Oh. You are not Ian Rappaport. You are a Jason Lockenfora 2.0. Did you hear what this fool said yesterday?
Florio? Yeah. I don't want to talk about him because he makes me mad. He's got Kirk Cousins being traded to the 49ers. I said, come on, Mike, man. Would you stop with that? Oh, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, man, fool, and then today, this fool tweeted out that he believes Kirk Cousins is better than Jimmy Garoppolo.
That was Chris Sims.
Oh, that was Chris Sims?
Yeah, Chris Sims says he believes Kirk Cousins is more talented than Jimmy Garoppolo. Trez ain't heard about that yet. Trez might be over his house already. I can't believe they say that. Why do people have so much disrespect for Jimmy Garoppolo? Because he missed out last year.
Hey. Ronbo, I tell you, man, when I tell you, I said it so many times, Ron, these folks was they don't have nothing to do but just make up stuff just so they can, I don't know, like
draw attention.
I don't know who's in their ear. I don't know if they drinking something they ain't supposed to be drinking. I don't know if they're smoking something on these. I don't know. I don't know if they have Alzheimer's. I don't know what they got going on. But these folks
ain't nobody paying him that much money, man. Even if the 49ers did, because Parag ain't going to play. How much money did Kirk got? $84 million guarantee. Ain't that right? So whatever the Vikings don't pay, I don't know how much they paid already, that means the 49ers have to continue. That ain't going to happen.
Vikings ain't going to let Cousins go anyway. They ain't going to let him go
after paying that much money, they better not.
They wouldn't let Kirk Cousins go anyway. So I mean, I don't know why this trash ass dude Mike Florio. He's irrelevant as well. He's not popular. pro football talk. I mean, you barely hear that around on TV. All you hear is NFL Network, ESPN Live, but you'll never hear, Colin Cowherd, but you barely hear pro football talk. It's a small, I guess it's one of them small business type people, like, I don't know, small businesses, they ain't really about nothing, you know what I'm saying? You just hear about them here now and then.
And Mike throwing things out there to piss people off. He got blocked. He always tells you about players that block him. Here's the thing. Mike Florio is a Minnesota Vikings fan, and he is not crazy about Kirk Cousins and wants him gone. That's the problem. So he gonna give him to us. Mike, man, no. And so he gonna keep doubling down on that deal all he wants to. So how do you say, if indeed Jimmy Garoppolo does not meet expectations of Kyle Shanahan, as you know, Kyle Shanahan has a relationship with Kirk Cousins, and he could revisit the possibility of trading for Kirk. Mike! Stop it. I turned it off, too. Man. Oh, man. Anyway, we'll get over it.
Yeah.
Will? Anyway, hey, I'm thinking about coming back tomorrow. I'm going to see what's happening tomorrow, man. I mean, come on back tomorrow, Will. Be looking for you, huh?
All right, man. I'll be there, man. Shout out
man.
to the 9 a.m. Power, man. Shout out to you, Ronbo, man. Shout out to PDT, Player Partner Drake, Trey, Big Show, Jeff Fresh. You know what I'm saying? Fuck the Rams, fuck Rudy. They lost and they broke. and I said broke. I mean broke. and fuck Mike Florio.
I know. Add that to the list. Florio. What the hell's wrong with him? All right, fam. See you tomorrow.
All right, man.
And Okie Niner makes a return. What's up, O-N? Thanks for that contribution, Okie Niner. I like that little green dude with the #1 fan jumping around, man. That's cool as can be. I ain't never seen that emoji. Oh, God. Hey, Serge G. What's up? Niner repping in the 206. Travis Wilson says, what's good? Love the show, bro. Hey, thanks, Travis. Pete Gorman, I love football season. Best time of the year. I got that same problem. That's why I don't ever let it end. We just go from one thing to another, boy. And this year was so much fun going to the draft, man. And the draft happens, we just pulled out one thing after another. I know about the 4th round pick. People still got a problem with my boy Mitch. Salvador Brevisca is Obama. I'm in fear for my life from the long arm of Jimmy G. Lawman has put an end to my running, and his name starts with a D. Oh, Kyler, I can hear you crying. You're so scared and all alone. He says, pass rush is coming down from gallows, and you don't have very long. Oh, and it looks like D Ford. Well, now D Ford and also Nick Bosa are down. But they're moving around. Kyler Murray is motionless as he lies on the ground. And the trainers are coming out on the field. Even Bosa and Ford have stood up, and they're a little concerned. This could be bad. Hey, Justin.
Sorry. I'm over here arguing with Trey right now in the conference. I'm sorry.
Did you put your dog on Trey?
Gosh, man, this guy is ludicrous. I mean, Trey, he's part of TNT. I'm going to be respectful. I ain't going to be respectful. But to say that Kirk Cousins is better than Jimmy G, that is ludicrous. That is ridiculous. That is ludicrous, okay?
Wait.
He had one job the last game. One job the last game.
Just
to win
question.
The game. That's all he had to do.
Is that what you and Trey are arguing about? I mean, you and
yeah.
Trey did not say that. Did Trey say? Did Trey say Cousins was better than Jimmy G?
We're not going to go over here and bash. We're not even going to go here and bash Kirk Cousins. I'm like, no. All he had to do last game. All he had to do with his last game. All he had to do with last game was win the game. That's all he had to do, and they couldn't in playoffs. He couldn't do that. He could not do that. He didn't even throw. He didn't even go 50 yards for the full entire first quarter. Okay.
Okay, you know what, Justin? Here's the thing. Jimmy hasn't put up enough sample size yet to make that comparison. So actually, we can't claim Jimmy G's the better quarterback yet. But if after a season goes by, I think we'll have ample ammunition because Kirk is good, no doubt. I ain't going to say he's not a good quarterback because I wanted him too before we even talked about Jimmy G. I ain't going to lie. But
I never wanted him.
I know there's a lot
I never
of people
wanted him.
Yeah, I know you was in the Trez train. Me and Trey was in lockstep about Kirk Cousins, but I didn't know about the G child. I knew he was over there in New England, but I didn't know nothing about him other than I heard about him. And I saw him on TV once, and he looked good. But I thought that was Belichick's system.
I never wanted Kurt. I'm going to be honest. I never wanted Kurt.
Yeah, a lot of
I
people
really did not want Kurt. Yeah. I saw the Green Bay game, a playoff game where the Washington Redskins versus the Green Bay. If you remember that game, where he was the starting quarterback.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that game. I was like, yeah, hell no. Hell no.
But Justin, you know what? In fairness, I wonder had Kyle been calling that game, does Kirk still get beat? Because I had a feeling Kyle knows what to do with Kirk. It comes down to that with a lot of quarterbacks. It depends on who's. Because look I wonder Andy Reid and the prodigy, the phenom, Mrs. Mahomes' baby boy, would he be as good as he is without Andy Reid? Because that dude is just, man, Mahomes is just, Jesus, he scares me. Throwing with his left hand, throwing no-look passes. The game has never seen a quarterback like that. I just want to know where he's going next. See, but we'll see, because I like Jimmy. Jimmy throws a side-on pass, too, so I ain't, we'll see.
Kyle said, I want to address something also. Kyle wanted Kirk Cousins because we were sure about Jimmy G. Well, once Jimmy G, as soon as Belichick said that Jimmy G was available, Kyle was like, yeah, go get Jimmy G, because Kurt wanted more money. Kurt wanted how much money did he want? I think he wanted a lot more money, a lot of money. And that year we only had imagine this, that year, how Kirk Cousins is doing right now in Minnesota. I'm thankful. We should be thankful. We stayed away from him, okay? Thankful. Yeah, man, stayed away from that guy.
Well, they blamed it.
Man,
they
he had
blamed
one
it
job.
They said it was his offensive line. Yeah. I don't know. I
said Jesus, man. Gosh, man.
Trey,
I don't understand. It's like hype.
Wait a minute, Justin, hold on a second. Trey, you probably need to come in and justify why you believe.
Can he call in? Can he call in? I will be right here. He can call in. He can hop in the conversation. I don't care.
Trey,
he can hop in the conversation.
Yeah. I don't know about.
Just hop in.
You know what? As
just
I said, we need a bigger sample size from Jimmy before we can make the complete conclusion. But I like what I see in Jimmy G and potential-wise.
I do, too. He's got the swagger. He's got that. And he you know what? He also said that, with Jimmy G, the only thing he did was against the Titans and Jags. I'm like, no, that's not true. Remember the Seattle game where Bedford was getting beat up like crazy? What did they do? Jimmy G went on the field, scored a touchdown on the first drive. No, he was the heart and soul of that team that year. And so there's not just one game, it was multiple games. Second, and then if Jimmy G didn't get injured the third game against the Kansas City Chiefs, I'm pretty sure we made a comeback.
We was getting ready to run a 3 or 4 game. I bet we was going to run about 3 or 4 in a row because Jimmy had finally the offense and his receivers and everything looked like they were finally getting in step. Here's something to think about though, Justin. What if Jimmy was in Minnesota with all them all-star receivers in that lineup he's got throwing at? I wonder how well he'd have done though. You know what I'm saying? Because we're making. Our offensive is growing, and the receivers are advancing. But them dudes they got in Minnesota, man, this is a bona fide, man, them are some badass dudes. And if you give that to Jimmy, I don't know, man. He ain't no telling what's going to happen. Thielen and them other dudes, man, so we'll see.
Yeah.
We're looking good now.
And there's one more thing. I wanted to. Trent Taylor will make this team. Will make this team.
Yeah.
Trey over here saying he's not going to make the team. That's false. That's false. That's really damn right false. Okay.
I've been receiving Trey. I've missed all this stuff. Trey's talking crazy today.
I don't understand this, man. But he will make that team. I don't think Richard James is going to make the team. I don't think Richard James is going to make the team at
he's
all.
good.
I don't think he's going to make the team.
He'll
But
be a
Kento will
sacrifice.
make the team. Kendrick Bourne will make the team. And
Okay.
he's making a team.
If we carry 7 guys, there's a thing. He's got to step ahead of Jordan Matthews. Can he do it?
But can Jordan Matthews kick return and punt return? Because I haven't seen him do that his whole entire career.
Yeah, but
the one thing I seen was do is the secondary receiver.
No, but Kendrick doesn't do punt return either, though. Okay, here's the thing. It depends on how they look in camp. Let's see if, going forward, if Kendrick can continue to come up with them great displays. Jordan Matthews has got pedigree already just built and legacy. So I don't know. But this could be tough. That's going to be a tough battle. I hope Kendrick can do it, but I'm scared for him. I ain't lying. I'm scared for him. Matthews is, ooh, God. This may be his quarterback because Jimmy can make. We'll see. Whew.
Yep. That's all. That's all I got to say. And Trey, stop hating on Trent Taylor. Jesus, man. I'm about to send you. If I find your Twitter, I'm about to send you highlights. But Jesus, man.
Look, Taylor could play.
Man.
Taylor's not going anywhere. As soon as Wes Welker got there, Taylor.
I was half sleeping. I heard that nonsense. I really woke up. I was like, Jesus, man, nonsense. But Kirk Cousins, nonsense.
I know Kirk. Man, I don't know. Mike Florio, please, would you please stop? All right. Tell you what, Justin.
Yeah. There's also something else Mike Florio also said. So apparently, I also saw, he said, if Jimmy G does not do well next year, he said, I could see 49ers trading for Kirk Cousins later in the year. And I was like, what?
That's what we're talking about. And he doubled down on yesterday. The first day he said it, okay. He doubled down on it last night. I said, Mike, what are you doing, man? Would you stop with this? Minnesota, and first of all, just like Will said, Minnesota's not going to be letting up on Kirk Cousins. They're not going to get rid of him. They paid too much money for him. And
They'll lose money. They'll lose money.
Man.
They'd be smart enough to probably draft, probably trade up in the top 2 picks and draft a quarterback and then build him up like that, like they did with Lamar Jackson or something like that. How Baltimore did that.
Who's going to be the most sought after quarterback next year? Coming out of the draft.
Tua. It's probably Tua, or it's probably Jalen Hurts, or I don't know. I think a
kid out of Alabama. I think you're right. Anyway,
I think Jalen Hurts or what's his name? That Trevor Lawrence from Clemson.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's eligible though yet. Trevor Lawrence from Clemson. I don't know if he's eligible.
Yeah,
I don't know.
All right, Justin.
We'll see.
All right, Justin.
Yes, sir.
And got on here and delivered the blows to Trey. Let's see how he responds. All right. We'll
I'm
talk
about to look
tomorrow.
right now.
All right. Have a good night.
My head hurts. Kirk Cousins, man. Jesus Christ. All right.
Have a good night, Phil. Oh, God. So that's what I like about Trey. Trey, he gets them juices flowing, don't he? Trey just be sticking needles into people as they stand there. Poke that. Kirk Cousins. That's what I said. Kirk. Hey, Harold. FFVC.
What's up, Ronbo? Vancouver in the house.
I know it. We was talking about Trent being spotlighted by ESPN as the surprise player of the year so far. It's early, but still, Trent getting a little recognition, getting a little props, getting a little love. What do you think about Trent Taylor?
Oh man, if his back is healthy, he's on this team, no doubt, and he's making an impact. I already know that, man, because that first year, man, he was putting it down for the Niners. And if, like I said, if his back is healthy, he's gonna be all right, man. And Jimmy's gonna be looking for him. I know that.
Yeah, I know, because
especially on third down.
That's his boy. He can get in and out of routes quick. Because he ain't, he's not going to out-sprint anybody going downfield. But if you think you can just grab Trent Taylor, forget about it. And you know what? What's really weird? Do you know Trent Taylor had the best of our return men? You know he had the best average? I didn't know that. Because he never gets, the first hit always misses, and he gets a few more yards because he's quick. He can eat up ground. But if he's running downfield, he's going to get caught. But otherwise, Trent Taylor's quickness is crazy. You know.
They probably can't see his little ass.
you know, them 5'7", 5'8" dudes, man. It's all about quick twitch fiber. You know, Harold, you ever play ball?
Oh yeah, only in high school, but yeah.
Yeah, but you know how you ever played against quick dudes, man? They don't necessarily you 100 yards, 200 meters, you can catch him, you can beat him, but the first few yards coming out of the blocks or first few yards, you're lined up and you see that dude coming downfield, and especially if you're playing defensive back. If you don't take the right angle, he's gonna make you look foolish in front of a lot of people. So these are the kind of this is the kind of thing where you got to deal with Trent. But if he gets in front of you, you can go get him. But don't try to outmaneuver him up close, because everybody be ooh, and that was you just got smoked.
Oh yeah,
it's ugly.
He's quick and shifty, man.
Yeah. See, so Trent Taylor's looking good right now, and pretty much can guarantee him being on the team. But we still got 5 other positions that are going to be tried out for. Alex Brown, have you taken a look at him yet? The cornerback.
I have.
What do you think?
I looked at him after. I looked at him after Fred Warner mentioned him. I was like, okay. And you know what I love about him is that he's aggressive and he looks back for the ball, man. Like when he thinks that ball's in the air, he's looking for it, and that means he's trying to make a play. So I like that. I like that in the cornerback. You know,
he's got good speed.
There'll be a little learning curve. There'll be a little learning curve in the NFL, but I think if he can get past that, man, he can shore up that the opposite side on that corner.
I forgot to check. Harold, did you check out his 40 speed? I forgot to check that stat.
No, I did not. But I don't really care, to be honest, because I know Sherman's not that fast. You know, especially even when he was young, Sherm was not that fast. But, it's all about
Sherm's got.
It's all about your
moxie and intelligence. Okay, here's the thing. A lot of times you see a defensive back running downfield with his back turned to the play, is because he is not fast and he does not want to lose that receiver. So he's gambling that he won't get a flag for not playing the ball. He's going to watch the motion of the receiver because that's his only bet. Because if he tries to hand check him or keep an eye on him, he knows he's going to get outstepped. The quarterback's going to see that, and he'll come back and tell the quarterback, look, this dude cannot keep up with me. Just let that thing fly. I got it. You know, this is when you see guys turn their back like that, it's because they're getting beat foot speed more than anything else. They've got to learn how to hand check, keep that man. If you don't feel anything, then you maybe need to turn your head. Otherwise, track the damn ball. And a lot of guys in the NFL, which amazes me, have a problem with that. Deion Sanders talked about that in length during camp and how guys are on the, first of all, they're not on the balls of the feet. They're doing everything wrong to begin with. There's a lot of fundamentals that aren't being taught. I don't know, but they should know fundamentals before they get to this level. I don't understand. And tackling and things like that. I do not understand that. That's crazy. I hate it. It is what it is.
Man.
Yeah. Fundamentals. It's just like basketball. Go ahead.
Yeah. I was just saying, I got a couple players that I want to talk about. Maybe
please, go right ahead.
All right. So one's already been mentioned. I really want to see Tavarius Moore at that safety. You know, I hope he can come in and be that college player that he was in the NFL, and because I know he has the speed. And then another guy on the defensive side, I want to see Dre Greenlaw. I want to see Dre Greenlaw come in and take that starting Sam and kick old boy out of there, Donovan Smith. But because he's an exact scheme fit for our defense, man. The way he can play coverage. Yeah, I like him a lot. And then this next one might not be too popular because he's probably fourth, fifth or something on the depth chart right now. But I really like that. I want to see what that guy, Austin Walter, can do. That undrafted free agent. He seems to be like that for sure. James White kind of guy, you know, for the Patriots. That pretty much only going to catch the ball out of the backfield or line him up out wide. But dude looks good as far as when I watch his highlights, man. I mean,
yeah,
he looks real quick and shifty, man.
Problem is, we got two more guys like that. I wonder. Maybe, hopefully they do, because I like him too. I liked him when I first saw him 2-3 months ago when we first came in. He is probably going to end up in the practice squad. I don't know what they're going to do with Jeff Wilson. We've got an abundance of guys in that running back room. 4 of them are going to stay.
Didn't they sign him? Didn't they sign him for 3 years?
Austin? Well, they always make these kind of signings. Maybe they do plan. You know what, though? They could plan on keeping him. They already have it planned. They're going to put him on the practice squad anyway. And then in that case, as they put him on the practice squad, he can pick up that signing instead of getting whatever you get on the practice squad. I mean, I think they manipulated that. Because do you see him beating out Dante? I mean, not Dante, but do you see him beating out Jarek, Tevin, Matty B, Mostert? See, that's going to be tough. That's going to be tough to do.
That's what I'm saying. I started saying it. He's probably like 3rd or 4th of the depth chart, but I honestly think he's the best pass catcher out of all of them, to be honest.
Ooh, yeah? I got to look at him a little closer. I saw him running the highlights. I like his style. Wow.
I mean, he was out there running deep routes. He was running out there running deep routes.
He's like one of the wide receiver running backs. And you know what? That's why the 49ers don't want to let him go. If he's got that kind of talent. Because we got 2 guys who can do that now. And you might as well not let him go.
I'm digging deep, Ronbo. I got my shovel, and I'm digging deep with that one. But
Jeff Wilson is done then. Because if Austin can do all that, yeah, Jeff's done. And maybe he will be the guy that they do keep around. They don't let him go. But if he does too well in preseason games, he can't go to the practice squad. They'll pluck him up immediately. We'll see.
Yeah.
Harold, we got to go to. Hey, I tell you what, man. I'm thinking I may be back tomorrow. So let me talk to you later.
All right, man. Yeah, and you was talking about yesterday a name for our defensive line, man.
Yeah.
I was thinking, what you think about the first round knockouts for our defensive line? Since we got all those first rounders.
But that would indicate playoffs. You got to be careful about using that kind of language. Other fans will clown us. Hey, 49ers, man, y'all the first round knockouts? Y'all got knocked out before the first round even started. Yeah, I can already see it, So we're
gonna have that bye.
Yeah.
We're gonna have that bye on the first round.
I tell you, I dream about these things, but I'm scared to say them. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I love it. Get a first round bye, man. With just look at us. Second round of the playoffs. Here we come. And you give Kyle Shanahan that much time to prepare? Let people heal up? Uh-oh. Look out. Shit.
Yeah.
All right. I'll take first round. We can keep that.
All right, Ronbo.
Yeah.
I'll holler at you later, man.
Fam, be looking forward to it. Have a good night.
All right,
Wouldn't
man.
it be funny, fam? We get into about week 11, 12, and it looks pretty clear that we are ready to go to the next level. We'll be coming up all kind of names. Niners gang. Hello.
Yo, how you doing, Ronbo? It's been a while.
Niners gang. Hey, is this who I think it is? As a matter of fact, we haven't talked since about last year.
Yeah, man.
How you been doing?
I've been good, just waiting for the season to start. I've been waiting since February.
No, because we left last year looking like butt. And the year before that, we came in we ended last 2017, we was badass. Get into 2018, everybody goes down hurt, and the team goes right into the toilet, flushed. Let the water fill up the bowl, flush them again. Oh, Niners! Ah! They fixed it though, Niners.
Yeah, because if Jimmy G didn't get hurt in week 3, we would have won against the Chiefs, and we probably would have torched the Chargers defense too. So.
Oh, because look what
that's
CJ
at least 3.
did.
That's 3-1 right there.
Yeah. So.
But it's not about the past. I'm ready for the present right now.
And it's looking pretty good. Personnel-wise, we don't look weak at all. We got a couple of positions that are questionable, but even because people, Niners gang, what do you think about the secondary?
You know what? I'm not convinced right now. I mean, we got some good cornerbacks, but you know who I really want at safety?
Who?
I want Trey Boston.
Everybody wants Trey.
I don't know why no one wants.
I don't
understand why no one wants him.
It's the mystery of all time. Nobody, not only us, nobody calls Trey Boston like he threw paint balloons while the NFL league owners meeting was taking place or something. Why does everybody not want anything to do with Trey Boston? He's a good football player. This guy's got he's got INTs. He's got more INTs by himself than the 49ers do for the last 2 years in one season. I'm trying to understand. Whoa. What did you do, Trey?
Seriously. But there's got to be something because I bet someone would have picked him up by now. So.
Because everybody ain't looking all that good at safety. And he can play the corners, too. They say he's a hybrid, and which is why the 49ers won't go after him. What? Jimmy Ward's a hybrid. You guys use him at every position on the field, too.
Yeah, that's even better. Like, Kevin Phillips.
Yeah, when you think about it. They say his speed is suspect. But when we played the Cardinals, he was kicking our ass the whole game. All right? So I don't understand if speed's a mission. Yeah, I don't know. Didn't he pick off? He picked off. Well, everybody picks CJ. I mean, CJ's not a good example of what a player is worthy of. CJ worked him. Because CJ's, I don't know about CJ. I can't wait to see what he looks like this year. Hey, Niners gang. Trent Taylor's standing out right now as far as writers go as being the absolute shiz nit. What do you think about Trent?
To be honest with you, at the end of I kind of slept on Trent Taylor because I didn't realize during the 5-game win streak at the end of 2017 that he was actually getting a lot of targets and got a lot. Like, he was playing quality football for those games. So.
Yeah.
I think he's a good player. It's like most of our team, it's an injury concern. So
always.
Yeah, and you know what, Ronbo? I was talking with the Seahawks fan. I don't do it that often, but to be quite honest, I think the season's going to come down to injuries because we could win. We could win the Super Bowl. I'm gonna say it right here, but we don't have the what's it called? We don't have the health that most other contenders had. But I still think we're gonna make the playoffs this year. Probably win a playoff game. So
it would be nice. You know what? Here's the thing: if the 49ers get the playoffs and win the first round, I will be. If it is the first round, I will be happy with that because there is a need for a little bit more maturity, and I don't think it's going to take more than one more season because they need to get their hands dirty in the playoffs first to understand what that is, get your mind where you know what you did wrong, what you need to do, how you need to prepare yourself. Come in next year, and just like the Rams did, the first year they got beat up by the Falcons, they came back and they were a little better prepared mentally. See, this is all mentality after a certain point. You got to believe.
Yeah.
So
you want to know what I think about the Rams, Ronbo? I think they're washed.
They are. They lost too much blood.
The Rams. I'm like, the Rams are going to go 8-8. Don't ask me anymore.
At best, because
we sweep.
Go ahead.
I said we sweep the Rams and we sweep the Cardinals, and I think Seattle is a tough game, especially when we play them in Seattle for the last game. That's definitely a tough one because we'll probably be resting our starters, to be honest with you. But
against Seattle,
but
I'd love it, and they'd still beat them anyway. I got Nick Mullins out there. They don't want to see Nick Mullins again anyway.
Yeah, he'll throw for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns.
Niners game. Here's the thing: Russell Wilson holds some kind of a thing over the 49ers. Nick actually broke that up last year. If I was Kyle, I might start Nick again against them dudes, man. Nick has him and Dante, they've got no respect for the Hawks. They did whatever they wanted to do. I mean, that blew my mind.
Yeah, that's how it should be.
Yeah, damn right. So, hey, nice. Good to hear from you, fam. Let me. I think I'll be back tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow.
Sounds good, Ronbo. Peace out.
Hey, have a good night, fam.
All right.
I'm calling him Niners. It's Niner gang. I'm saying the Niners, yeah. Yeah. Wouldn't it be funny though if Kyle did say, Jimmy, let me give you the week off. What? Listen, you know what I want to do? What? I'm going to start Nick against the Hawks. Why? I got a feeling about this. Just trust me on this. Hey, let's go to 614 Columbus, Ohio. Hello. Ohio.
Ronbo.
Yeah, who is this?
Yo, this is Matt. What's up, Ronbo?
Matt, man, I'm just loving the way things are starting to form. I'm all this good news. Trent Taylor is standing out in camp, looking like he's going to be the old Trent Taylor. And then
you got like he's going to be the new Wes Welker.
You know what I'm saying? You know. And then you got Alex Brown. I didn't know anything about. You know, Mrs. Brown's baby boy coming in, influencing people and making friends. And then you got Joshua Garnett, the offensive line coach, says, shh. Guys talk about cutting him. This kid's gonna. I got a feeling he's the legit contender for the starting position. What? Oh, see, the news just keeps getting better and better. Now what's he gonna tell me? Tell me that Solomon Thomas looks like he's worthy of 10 or 15 sacks a year, and my whole offseason is made. Man. So, you know,
Trent Taylor's success is going to depend on Jimmy.
Always.
No, I'm talking about Jimmy Ward. No, I'm messing with you.
Jimmy Ward's going to be quarterback. Hey, I'm going to get some T-shirts made. The J-Dub Club, I got to get that done because I'm going to be wearing it as soon as I get that done.
Man. I'm on that broke down bus, man. I'm right with you.
Man, it's going to be funny. You know how much laughter it's going to be? 6 or 7 weeks, and Jimmy is still on his feet. This will be number one. This will be amazing. And he's made some plays. And then Richard Sherman comes in and says things like, before the season started, man, I knew we probably needed some safety help, but I didn't know Jimmy Ward was going to play at a Pro Bowl level. I want to thank him. I want to thank the coaches for trusting and believing in him. You know what they're going to do, you know? I'll be sitting there watching, I told y'all. See, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you, when we end the season, the record is going to be 12-4. Why? Because we got Jimmy Ward. Let's go, baby.
I just want him to get it out there and make some plays. I hate being wrong about certain plays, but I got a feeling about Jimmy Ward that he just stopped shuttling back and forth from cornerback the slot to safety. Put him in one place and let him get it down.
Ronbo, do you see Kendrick Bourne getting cut? Because I'm thinking he's going to make the team, man.
I hope so. But I'm just scared for him because Jordan Matthews ain't no joke. The dude has done some good things down through the years. Is he ready to roll? Jimmy G makes everybody better. Is he going to make Jordan so good the coach got to say, Kendrick, I don't know. Kendrick, can I talk to you for a moment? Listen, we're going to go with Jordan, but you have got a bright future ahead of you.
Man.
You're not going to need anything from us. Just get out there and show people get it. We can't cut Jordan. I'm worried about this conversation. I don't want it. I like Kendrick, but that means we're all up in our feelings with this, you know?
Kendrick led the team in receptions, didn't he?
Yes. Yards, him and George, I think they tied on the TD scale. I think it was George, Dante, and Kendrick. I think they were all bunched up there together.
Wow.
So Kendrick, I like Kendrick. I do not want to see him.
I do too, man. He seems like, you know, he's real comfortable in the slot, but he's big like a red zone threat. So I like him a lot. I'm hoping that Jalen Hurd can be a red zone threat, but if you look at his highlights, he only plays slot. You only see him doing slot routes. You don't see any, big like Antonio Brown or Calvin Johnson going up for the ball in the end zone over top of somebody. You always see little Trent Taylor routes and stuff like that. So that's what kind of got me concerned about him. But besides that, man, I'm definitely thinking the secondary is going to look a lot better due to the defensive line. Because if you think back to Philadelphia's Super Bowl, they had one of the baddest defensive lines, and their secondary we thought was full of like, we assumed that their secondary was so good, but when the defensive line, when the players start getting cut, and you can kind of see like, those corners are not as good as you thought they were. So,
Matt, you know an even better example? Remember when we had our frontline defense and the guys we had
and Terrell Brown.
They wasn't all that. They were okay.
No,
but they wasn't.
That's it,
man. That defensive
line. At best, they were okay.
Mm-hmm. Defensive line.
Yeah,
that's
man.
what it's all about. And the talent on this defensive line, and actually the secondary we got right now, it's a little more skilled, especially if Jason Verrett can stay on his feet. It's a little more skilled than what we had. We're not talking about a little bit. It's a lot more skilled in that secondary that was playing behind the cowboy Alden Smith, what's McDaniel? Who was that playing next to Ian Williams?
Quentin Dial, Justin Smith, Alden Smith. We had a lot
McDonald.
of them, man. I think
Ray
some
McDonald.
Of them got into
It was Ray McDonald.
Yep.
Yeah, he was playing right next to the cowboy. And on the other edge, of course, Ahmad, I never smiled for any reason. Brooks, that was a scary front line, boy.
Oh, man.
You got
he was
Bowman,
deadly, man.
got Willis. I mean, come on, man. Ain't anybody back there that's got it made. So,
Yo, I can't wait to have a successful season, and then I'm going straight to Nate Burleshit's page, and I'm lighting him up.
You'll see me already over there, man. You know what I'm saying?
I will meet you there.
Yeah,
I will meet you there.
Boy, I'll be spending hours on Nate's page, man. I can't believe he hasn't blocked me yet.
Well, hey,
Nate's
man.
used to it.
Yeah. Well, Ronbo, man, that's all I had tonight. I'm out here on the East Coast, so I'm kind of tired. But I did want to say, man, Jimmy G, bros over hoes, man. Bros over hoes. Come on, do it for the team, man.
You sound like Tyler now. Tyler's gonna love that.
Yeah, man.
He's behaving himself this year. He's
12
so
and
far.
4, somewhere around there. I'm hoping. I will be at that Cincinnati game because that's right down the street from me. I'm like a few hours away. So,
right.
But besides that, man, just wanted to say, Jimmy G, bros over hoes. Please remember that. And I'm talking about your team, man, your team. And besides that, man, shout out to the Holy Trinity, man. I'm talking about Jerick McKinnon, Matt Beretta, and Tevin Coleman, man. Shout out to them guys.
Like that.
They going to get it in for us, man.
Yeah.
That's all I had tonight, Ronbo, man. Y'all enjoy your evening.
All right, Matt. You too. Have a good sleep, man. Talk to you tomorrow for this time. All right.
For sure.
And we roll on over to Salvador. Come on in, Sal.
Ronbo.
Sal, I've been watching you in the chat, man. You had me crying, man. You be killing me, man.
Let me set up, Ronbo. I can't hear you right now.
Oh God. Sal.
All right, what's up?
No, I was watching you over the chat, boy. You had me dying here, man. I'm trying to remain cool as I read y'all, man, because Trey is over there just messing with people, man, and it's just amazing the reaction he's getting.
Hey, Rob,
but Sal, go ahead.
You didn't get my little jingle I posted earlier. You didn't understand that?
Yeah, hey, you did put something up earlier. Was that yesterday or today? Was that today, right? Yeah. Run that again.
All right, so let's check this out. So like I drive around for work a lot. So I'm always in my work truck, and I'm always listening to like some jams, and then I always find a way to remix it into like a Niner theme, right?
Yeah.
I put some Niner emphasis behind it. So, anyways, that song was that. It's like a not a rap song. It's a rock song. I don't know, from the 80s or 70s, but it's a Renegade from the band Styx. I don't. That's like the only song I've heard from them, but it's called Renegade. So like when you get the chance, like that's just like the first 20 seconds of the song. That's just like remixed it into 49ers. It's pretty funny because it's
Renegade. And listen, by the way, give me a link on that song, Sal, when you get a chance. I want to make sure I get the right one. I'll play that. It's Sal's anthem.
Oh, here.
Anyway.
Shit. Let me just play it for you.
You just give a taste, so don't play too much. Now go ahead. Sal?
Yeah, loaded it up.
So, yeah, okay. Because Sal, be thinking about the Trent Taylor love this early in the season and what you expect.
Yeah, let's just talk about that. I don't want to get you copyrighted. I know what you mean. Go ahead. Yeah, about Trent Taylor, Ronbo. I think he's in a position battle with Richie James for me.
You think so?
Every time I try to draw out the depth, like the wide receiver position, I'm always fighting between them two, or of course Jordan Matthews, about who gets the last spot on the team, I guess you would say.
Jordan Matthews.
Trent Taylor, I mean, he has that thing with Jimmy G, and I think it's going to show off in the preseason if they, if they work a lot and they get a lot of game time together. I think he makes the team over Richie James, Ronbo. Richie James is always the out man on my roster. I'm sorry.
There's no need to apologize. Richie did some things already that got him into trouble. Richie, maybe he's having problems with the playbook or something. When he's turning out routes and turning around, you're doing the things that Kendrick Bourne did last year and cost the 49ers and Jimmy G to get another INT. And Sal, every time Jimmy G gets an INT, all the haters, the first thing they do, oh, man, look, he's got 9 touchdowns and 7 INTs. Yep. They don't know what happened.
Yep.
It wasn't about G.
Nah.
It was about some bone in
our wide
move.
Receivers,
Our
wide receivers they haven't had a good, I wouldn't say chemistry, but they had like some bad mistakes in the first 3 weeks that season, Dante Pettis, and Kendrick Bourne, they were missing on some routes. Jimmy G threw a pick 6 in the Lions game. You remember that? They called back? Like, I think that was Matt Breida or someone ran a bad route over there that caused an extra defender to be there. So that's why they got an easy interception on Jimmy G.
Everybody said it was Kendrick Bourne. I need to go back and look at that game. I didn't. Was Kendrick in that play?
Probably. It sounds like
May
Kendrick.
have been.
Maybe even Dante. I know Dante was pissing me off at the beginning of the year last year.
I know.
But he made up for it.
It's Shanahan's
playbook. It was one of them too.
It's a tough thing to get it right in the beginning. After a while, they do, but it's rough in the beginning.
Yeah, that's why this year, man, we're going to be gelling, Ronbo. We get a healthy Marquise Goodwin out there. Because it was Goodwin and like the Trent Taylor connection in year 1 with Jimmy G.
Yep.
Like Goodwin was bringing in like 6, 8, 10 catches a game.
100 yards wasn't nothing.
Yep.
So.
And then our wide receivers last year, like our leading wide receiver was Kendrick Bourne. And he only had like about 500 or 400 yards, something like that. So
barely missed
any production we get from a wide any production we get from a wide receiver this year is going to be a plus from last year. And then, we haven't even talked about Kittle. Hopefully he comes out like a beast. I want to see double-digit touchdowns from Kittle. I know he could do it. He's looking big out there. He's confident. And
confidence is right.
The defense
after last year.
The defense, Ronbo. Man, we need to shut down that NFC West. I want a pass rush from hell, Ronbo.
You go get it too.
We got to get. Man, we have to.
I can see the defense actually taking over this. The fans already know about the offense because he anticipated, right? But nobody knows what the defense is capable of. Watch them steal a show, probably on several different games. Yeah, man. Every time they walk back the sideline. Jimmy, man, go ahead. You got it now, man. But we just cut off the field. I know, man. You go ahead and get your 7 more.
Man,
turnovers.
Defense, Ronbo, we're gonna let the dogs out with the defense, Ronbo, because we're always gonna pin that offense on their side of the 30. Inside their 20. You know how Bradley Tanian used to shank one every game, like it was a damn routine.
Every week, it was
every
a routine.
Game. He would kick one. He would kick it between the 40 and the 50, if not our side, and that shit was terrible. 3 straight years like that. I remember it. Every damn game.
Giving the other team good field position. Used to make me so mad.
And so with Mitch, that boy, he's gonna work on his fundamentals, and get that ball in there in the 20-yard line, so we can unleash that pass rush, so we could disguise our coverages and just blitz them and just shut them down. Have DeForest Buckner in the backfield, Quan Alexander. You know what I'm saying?
So I heard the hang time on Mitch's kicks. I wish that could be at ground level to see how high. You know how you look up and the ball turns into a P? They said Mitch puts that ball up in the air. And can you imagine and how much time the team's got to get downfield? And he puts that ball and that ball lands on a 5?
See, that's why we got to put a Mostert on the outside. It's Various Moore on the outside. Those 4-3 guys, you know what I'm saying? That could just get down there and just lay a lick. Remember the hit squad back in the day with Harbaugh and Ronbo? That shit was so fun to watch special teams play. It was so fun to watch them.
Ain't gonna be no running though, Sal. The dude better call for a fair catch. If you see them dudes standing right next to you and everybody's looking up, we're all looking at each other and looking up, waiting for the ball to come down, better signal for a fair catch. Because you could get seriously hurt. Because they're going to try to separate you from the ball. And so when they hit you, it ain't going to be just taking you down. It's going to be trying to maim and cripple. So I see guys catch the ball fair, catch on the 5-yard line. We got Bosa and D Ford coming off of both edges looking like they've lost their mind. Now, touchback. It's a 2-point safety. I want to hear that at least more than one time this year.
And I can't wait till Mitch puts that ball up there. And we got Tyler Lockett for the Seahawks, just waiting for the ball to come down. He was like, all right, any second now. All right, come down, come on. And then before you know it, it's too late to call fair catch, and he gets licked.
Bam!
Ooh, Levi's is going to go crazy. Ooh.
Sal, we got to go. Sal, we going to go.
You take care.
Yeah, appreciate it, fam. Always loving you get in here. So,
all right, Ronbo, take care.
You
Have
too,
a great
Sal.
night. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers in the Empire. Thank you for spreading the Niner love and keeping the Niner tradition going. Without the fans, the Niner Empire won't grow. So we got to install in our young ones.
Yeah.
Tell them the stories of the golden days, and just tell them that the golden days are coming back, Ronbo.
Right.
Tell them that
it's
coming back. All right, Ronbo, you take care.
Have
a good night.
You too, fam.
All right.
And then that way Big Show could stop crying about, you guys always want defense. I want offense. I want to see what you saw back in the day when the 49ers were winning football games. They weren't winning with just defense. So that's what Big Show's confused about. It was a lot of defense involved in them teams. Uh-oh.
And now, one of the founding members of TNT, he is Trey from VA.
Jerry Fresh and some of the other folks want to hear from Trey. As he rolls down, proud and indignant, talking about Kirk Cousins is better than Jimmy G. Wait, his intro.
Finally. And I do mean finally. Brother Ronbo, how you doing tonight, man?
Oh, wonderful. Now that you showed up, it's Monday night. It couldn't be a Monday night without Trey.
You know what? It's hot after 11 o'clock on the East Coast. And so for now, what I need, shout out to you, Brother Ronbo, production, everybody that puts the show together. Thank you for bringing it to us.
Thanks, Trey.
Shout out to my TNT family, everybody. Shout out to Big Show. Shout out to Trez. Shout out to Show, obviously. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Pina, our lawyer. Shout out to Jerry Fresh. Shout out to Dre. My goodness, shout out to Will and everybody. It's a whole family reunion. But You know what?
Cute and cuddly.
Let's skip the crap.
Way too cute.
Put
and
the kids to bed. It's been cute and cuddly. You know what it is, Brother Ronbo. If I could, at the moment, immediately get what we like to call affectionately.
Let him have it right now. It's Monday night. It's what we do. Let me holler at you.
The disrespect of my family, Kirk Cousins, is this. You know, Ronbo, I told you about this in 2016. I told you about this. This little thing just won't go away, will it, Ronbo? It just won't go away, will it? It just won't. You know why? Because Kyle always wanted Kirk, and he still does. Let me tell you something, Ronbo. I love Jimmy. Okay, let me just put that out there. There are things that I have a problem with. I have a problem with your durability, sir. You got hurt in New England as a backup. You didn't even play. Like, Tom barely misses games. The one time Tom missed games, you missed games. Okay, but we wash that under the rug, though, right? But then you come here, okay, and you do your thing, and then was he playing well in the Minnesota game? Was he playing well? I don't want to hear complaints.
He was okay.
Who was the quarterback on the other side, Ronbo? Who was the quarterback on the other side? Who was it? No. I mean, refresh my memory. No. Who was the quarterback on the other side in Minnesota?
His name was Kirk.
But you know what? Bump that. Yeah. But then the inconsistencies, because Jimmy comes back out against Detroit, a terrible defense, and has, a great game. But then if my memory serves me correct, before my quarterback went full Mike Vick, it was 35-0 at halftime. So at what point in the first half of that game did Jimmy play well? Let me say that again. It was 35-0 in Kansas City. Let me say that one last time, Ronbo. Could you repeat that with me? It was 35-0 in Kansas City.
Yeah.
So don't sit here and make it seem like I'm out of line. I don't know what I'm talking about. There are concerns, all right? There are concerns. There are concerns about his play, okay? This is the third year that Jimmy will have a playbook of ours in front of his face. Is that not right? He had one in 2017. He had one in 2018, and he's got one now, right? So we really could have no excuse why he shouldn't be a Pro Bowler, right?
Yeah, well, yeah. I just say one thing about that Minnesota game, though. We left 21 points on the board. Trey, those were mistakes, not by Jimmy. George dropped a touchdown. You got, I don't know what Pierre Garçon was doing in the end zone.
Yeah.
And who's that running back we had? He's got sweaty arms.
These aren't Jimmy's fault. No, I won't blame Jimmy for the things that aren't his fault. Here's what I would blame him for. Availability. It's a problem. It's a problem. It's an issue, is it not?
Well, yeah, so far. Okay.
So let's get off of the bad news. We're done with that. We'll talk about Jimmy during training camp. Me and Trey said we weren't going to pull this up, but people started, Kurt's available, Ronbo. You know how bad Kurt played last year? You know the Minnesota Vikings had a worse offensive line than us, but people give Jimmy slack.
Trey, you cannot give Kirk excuses and not give Jimmy any now.
I'm not giving him excuses. No. What I'm saying is, Kirk had a winning record last year, Ronbo. Did we forget that?
Wait a minute.
He had a winning record last year.
How many games did
they didn't make the playoffs, but they won 8-7-1. Oh, that's not great. But you know how many games he started, Ronbo? How many games did he start? Ronbo? He started 16, right? And the year before that, how many games?
Okay. I can't argue. I mean, you're right. He played the whole schedule.
Don't disrespect Kurt. All right? People saying that I'm inaccurate is not true. It was 35-0 before we put up those garbage time points and started to make a comeback. And you know it's true in Kansas City. Yes, you know it's true. We put up garbage time points.
Yeah, but what could Jimmy do about that? That was the defense out there getting just whooped.
I mean, could you score? Did you keep up?
Well, yeah,
Well, at some point.
It's a good point. Yeah, you can't argue that.
No, good news. Let's get to the good news because it's not always doom and gloom. Kyle Shanahan is a magician. I don't know how he does this, Ronbo. We have no quarterback. We have all of our running backs get hurt. We have no wide receivers. We don't even have one wide receiver that broke 500 yards, Ronbo. And somehow we managed to be a top 16 offense in the league. Now, that is encouraging. That tells me that when you get weapons, that tells me that when you get players back, that tells me that when you get what you're supposed to have, and now that we have an abundance of running backs, we have an abundance of receivers, we even have a little depth at tight end, I could see us being a top 5 offense in the league. Wouldn't you say that, Ronbo?
I wouldn't hesitate.
Here's the thing that concerns me, though, Ronbo. Did you know that Jimmy's not allowed to audible? Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
Not that it's a knock on him, but in Kyle's system, the quarterbacks don't audible. And if you don't believe me, go on go off Pro Football Talk. Matt LaFleur was talking about how Aaron Rodgers is not allowed to audible and how he came up under Kyle Shanahan 10 years ago in Houston. And quarterbacks in this system don't audible. They come to the line with several check with me's and several hot routes that they can run, but they can't audible the play. So what that tells me is that Kyle has the utmost confidence in what he calls and how he wants to beat a team, and that's what excites me this year. But I did think that was kind of fun.
And usually he's right, though, Trey. Trey, we kind of, when you see all those pre-snap movements and things like that, already the defense is being read. The center's going to give that final call. Those are options that are already there. So it's actually not necessary to audible at the last second. And what you know what audibles lead to? Mistakes. I think Kyle's trying to eliminate those.
Kyle wants to make sure that when he calls a play, he knows the outcome. And I don't fault the man for that because he has all of the answers to the questions that most defenses want. And that's what happened in Atlanta year 2. And that's what this is supposed to be our year 2, Ronbo. Don't you agree? This is supposed to be our year 2 with our quarterback in Kyle's system, right? Even though it's really year 3, right? So,
well, 1 year got taken off last year, in fact.
Yeah. What I would probably say is the most exciting thing about what we're going to do on offense this year is versatility. 5 wide, 11 personnel, 21 personnel, 2 tight ends, all with the same personnel on the field. Can I ask you one question, Ronbo?
Please.
Has Trent Taylor's time come?
Trey, I was going to ask you the same thing. I said, are you impressed with Trent Taylor? I saw you already say some very nasty things about Mrs. Taylor's baby boy.
I'm impressed with Trent. Trent cannot separate from man coverage. He's great at zone. He can break down the holes and sit down in zones. He couldn't separate 2 years ago. Then he had a back injury. I just think that we have guys like Jordan Matthews, like Kendrick Bourne. We have guys like Deebo Samuels that can play the slot better than Trent can. Now, would you agree with that?
I'm yet to see that.
And by better, I mean more explosive. Yeah. I need more explosive. I've seen Jordan Matthews in the slot in the NFL. He's done quite well for himself in Philadelphia, being the slot guy. I've seen Deebo Samuels in college, and I'm not going to say in the NFL, but here's the thing that everybody else has to say. Trent broke his back. His back.
It's healed up.
Are we just sweeping that under the rug like he tore an ACL or like he, broke his finger?
Yeah, things healed up. I mean, he healed up. He's okay now.
What I'm saying is, Ronbo, who's the last receiver that had a broken back that played well? Just maybe somebody can pull that up for me.
Well, I couldn't. I can't remember the last time somebody got the back snapped.
That doesn't even seem that would equate. But here's the thing. Here's what I would ask you about this, Ronbo. I can name 5 receivers, maybe 6, that would give Trent a run for his money, and I think that's a good thing. We're getting better, and I don't think that people should hold on to the past.
Well, no. He's got to earn it. Yeah, I agree. You don't give him anything. If he could take it, fine. But don't just token him in there just because he's Wes Welker's guy. Yeah, no, I agree with that.
No. I think Trent has this going for him. Him and Jimmy G do have a connection. I'll give him that. That is one thing that I saw that I liked. I want to see them build upon it more. But I need to know that Trent is versatile. All he does is play the slot, Ronbo. We can't. We're very predictable when Trent Taylor is on the field. You know that, right? We're very predictable.
Well, yeah, but you know what? That's fine because the thing is, can you stop him? Because if you're gonna allocate people to stop Trent, that leaves other openings. So I don't have a problem with that.
I don't know. I don't.
Especially with the kind of running backs we got. You know what I'm saying, Trey?
I would rather
about
see
Trent running
I'd
across
rather
that.
see Jared. Yeah, I'd rather see Jarek in the slot. I think him lined up on the outside. I think a lot of different people understand for a lot of different reasons why Trent is a good player. I just think that we have actually gotten to the point where it's questionable if he makes the team, and that's a good thing because that means that we're getting better.
I know, right? I have to agree with that. I mean, when you start looking at guys, this kid was rated as the #1 slant route receiver a year before last. When you start talking about throwing him out, you're right. The team is getting better, way better. Trey, let me ask you this, though. Is Jordan Matthews going to run Kendrick Bourne off? Because they say that's...
No, I'm not a get rid of Kendrick Bourne guy, and I'm not a Kendrick Bourne super fan, but I think Kendrick does one thing really well that nobody else on our team I've seen do as well as him yet, and that's run a slant. And Jimmy loves to throw that slant. Kendrick is not afraid to go over the middle. He's got good hands in tight spaces. Yep. Watch the Jacksonville game if you don't believe that. I'm not saying Tennessee. Keep a guy for one route, but he did lead the team in receiving. I think he earned a spot on this year's team. But here's the thing, too, though. I will say this. Injuries given, none of this is going to matter because we are stacked. And by that, I mean, in years past, when one guy went down, we were very hamstrung. And this is the first year I'll give John Lynch this credit.
That's true.
I'll give John Lynch this credit because I gave him a lot of guff.
Oh, yeah.
He can't judge a safety. I don't know why he can't judge a safety, but we'll get to that another day. But he has stocked
You got a shout out to my boy, Dub.
Man. I got to get out of here, man. Hey, look, shout out to you. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Yo, all I will say is this, all right? You don't have to agree with what we say, you know what I'm saying? We do things and we say things that aren't always popular. It doesn't really matter whether people agree or they don't agree, Ronbo. You give us the platform to do that, and it doesn't matter. Doing so shout out to everybody. Oh, yeah, man. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to the TNT family. Shout out to the chat. I will say this. There is no way, and I mean no way, that Trent Taylor beats out the 5 guys I think that are in front of him. So we would have to keep 6 receivers and probably lose a defensive lineman to do so, which wouldn't be a bad thing because you have D Ford. So D Ford can play outside linebacker and in a pinch. I mean, he played DN and in a pinch play outside linebacker. So I think that works out.
And for the next time we talk, what defensive lineman is expendable? Trey.
And let me clear this up, Ronbo. I'm not saying that Kirk is better than Jimmy. I said that he's more available than Jimmy. There's a big difference.
See, that was the misconception in the chat. Everybody said, because everybody's coming at you.
Justin, people want to run with it. It's fake news. It's fake news. I said Kirk is more available. He's there. He's dependable. All right.
All right. He did not use the fake news. All right.
Fake news.
Shut up. Okay. Trey, love you, fam. I'll be back tomorrow if you got some time, all right?
Yes, sir, man. Love y'all too. And everybody, shout out to everybody. The chat is lit tonight. You know what I'm saying? Ronbo, really appreciate you doing this for us.
Thanks, fam. I appreciate doing it too. Talk to you later. Here's there's Daniel, let's say 49ers fan, 5249. Thank you, Daniel, for the contribution. He says, Cousins ranked 14th last year. Goff, Winston, Watson, all ranked higher. See, I wasn't aware of this. I should have told Trey about this before he left. Trey, you check that out. And Mullins ranked 21 overall in limited action. Cousins barely better than Nick. No thanks. I'll take Jimmy G. Love you, Trey. But G's our QB. Ouch! I should have catch. Oh, no. This is perfect. Well, it's a big show. It's a big show on tonight. Show. Showing up the show.
Yes.
So you do.
Hey, Ronald, can you come back to me? Can you come back to me?
Okay, but before I do, I just want you to know before you go, we'll be back in a second. Trey has endorsed
it's gonna be
Kendrick
loud
Bourne.
really quick. Hang on. I'm washing my car. Can you come back to me?
All right.
All right.
All right, Joe. I thought Joe was going to say something about he was driving up into a hamburger stand. Last time we caught Joe, he was at the checkout at one of his favorite Quickie Burger fans places. Hey, Slick68 says, if I recall from that Green Bay game, J-Dub stopped running and gave up on a touchdown. No. That was Greg Maben who got smoked. Remember, Dub went out the game with one of his famous injuries, and that mainly is the reason why we lost. Slick, go back and look at that game again. I'm not being favored here. I'm telling the truth. Greg Maben, and they ran that fade route on him 3 times. I think it's definitely 2 times back to back. Aaron looks at, I guess, well, I forget which receiver did it, right? He must came back and says, man, this dude, Aaron, do it again. What? Trust me, do it again. Sure enough, Aaron did. Okay. Boink, touchdown. That was not Dub. Dub was holding it down. If Dub stays in that game, Slick, we win. Jerry Fresh. He said, hey, Ronbo's what Kirk Cousins is overrated, in my opinion. Jerry, you know what, though? It seems that Trey has came in and cleared up the notion that I assume from reading here that Trey had said Kirk Cousins was better than Jimmy G. But Trey says it's not about being better. It's about being available, which unfortunately we cannot wage a legitimate argument due to the fact that Jimmy has missed a little time. G. Smith says, hey, I'm at work, still had to tune in. Hey, G. Smith, shout out to Big G. Smith. And Daniel, let's have 49ers fan 5249. Sup? Empire strikes back. Oh, there's Miss Chad Garrison. Hey, Chad. Hey, Chad Garrison. Hey, Rico. Hey, Rico. He says, I'm with you, guy. I had to sneak away at work to catch. I'm going to say, Chad, man, that's too nice, man. And Empire strikes back for nice. Love me some Empire talk. Yeah. Hey, man, it's Elias Fernandez. He said, yo, Ronbo. What's up, Elias? And Shoot 559. It says, Ronbo Sports fan. What up, folks? Sup, Shoot 559. I haven't seen you in a while. Ramos 1. Sup, Niner Empire. Pete Gorman says, Joe Staley, most underrated player on the team. But you know, Pete, Joe gets mad props constantly. So I don't know if he's underrated. Do we have any really underrated players right now? Maybe DeForest Buckner as far as the media goes. Hey, you know what? You're right. Staley hasn't been to the Pro Bowl. No, did he go this year? Last year. Daniel Garcia said, I like Trent Taylor to make the team. Richie James and Jordan Matthews might be on the chopping block. See, because they actually signed Jordan Matthews on a 1-year prove-it deal. Adrian Gutierrez! 1-year prove-it deal doesn't mean you get the whole year, though, does it? I was like, okay. The 49ers surprise is going to be Raheem, the Dream, Mostert. Mostert is going to steal somebody's job, and Coleman is going to be the workhorse in the running back crew. It looks that way right now, too. It looks like Tevin. Somebody suggested that if Jarek's not ready, they may stick him on the IR this year. Oh, no! Jarek doesn't want to stay on the IR whole season. You know, he could be, what it is they put you on a list and you can come off by game 8 or something like that. That would actually be a good idea because that means we got one guy on layaway. And the other guys, Tevin and Matty B, can hold it down. They got Mostert to be third man, too. Easy the third. Hey, what's good, family? Anything new? Easy the third. We're running down. We're talking about Trent Taylor tonight, getting all kind of love from Nick, ESPN writer Nick Wagner. Says Trent Taylor's a standout so far in camp. I said, what? I mean, you didn't notice a Kello? Jeff Tad, sup, Empire, feeling Marine Lair-like vibe. Oh, man. Should we go back and try again? Well, it's a big show. It's a big show on tonight. Hey, Show, you through washing your car yet?
I'm done.
Yeah. Well, Show,
Yeah,
are you out in front of the house? You at one of those car washes you drive through?
No, I'm actually in my car. I'm actually in my car right now, and I just pulled over to
that was quick.
talk with you. So.
Oh, okay. Well, Show, we appreciate
yeah, it was just
that.
a drive-through car wash. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no problem.
I thought you were out working your car.
No.
Show's having a car cleaned by somebody else. With the big brushes. I love that, you know? I could drive through a car wash for hours. There's something fun about watching that soap come down across the windows.
I know.
Big brushes running up against the car.
Especially if you have OCD, it's very therapeutic.
Yeah.
You know?
If you OCD?
But anyways, what's up?
You haven't got OCD, do you?
I am OCD a little bit, yes.
Oh, okay.
I'm a little bit of a perfectionist.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie.
Hey, by the way, Show, did you hear Trey endorse Kendrick? Show.
Yeah, that's where him and I having a disagreement on. Dre and Trey are the ones in my family that I unfortunately disagree with, but that's what's part of being a family. You're not going to always agree on anything.
I know, right?
But what I am going to back up Trey on is what he had mentioned about a certain quarterback that's not on our team right now. Ronbo, we have got to stop acting like we have dinner with players every night. You know what I mean? Like, it's getting a little bit ridiculous, especially the delusional
I actually do.
J-Dub Bunch Club that only has, what,
Jimmy just left here a few minutes ago.
We had members.
He brought pizza.
This is a business, man. Like, if your durability is an issue and it is constantly being an issue every single year, then bye. See you later. Go good luck on another team. That's how the business is. You know what I mean? Like, if this happens again to Jimmy Garoppolo, and knock on wood, I'm praying to God that it does not happen again this year, then you're gonna start to see stories out there that the 49ers are in the market for another quarterback, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You know, so that's the unfortunate part of the business. You know, that this is the part that some fans don't get. You can't act like you have dinner with these players every single night. You know, it's the unfortunate part of the business, unfortunate part of the situation. You know, but yeah, that's all I'm gonna say on that. And Trey, I back you up on that 100%. You know, I have your back all the time. And first of all, I want to give a huge shout out to Rod. I love that shout out you gave to me earlier.
Oh, you caught that?
Your back.
Okay, good. Right.
Yeah, I caught that. Yeah, I had just got back from out of town. I was at the U.S. Open yesterday, so.
Well, that's right.
I didn't.
I remember you telling us you were going to that. All right.
I finally got to see Tiger play. It was the most. It is impossible to get a picture of him, unless if you're in the practice, wherever he's practicing, which I did get a shot of him practicing. But when he's playing, it's impossible to get a photograph. It's impossible to get a picture of him. The crowds are insane when they follow him around and watch him play. The cameras are crazy. It's just insanity. You know, there's over 50,000 people there that day too.
Ooh, and they're just moving through the greens. Is that right? I can't imagine that because I've never been on a course when there's a match going on. Carmel, I came close. We were going to stop, but man, you see a lot of people out there. I don't know. What do you do? Crowd in front of people?
Days of the tournament, for each of the 4 days of the tournament, there were 50,000 people there each day, and the total 4 days, total added up to like 200,000 people for each of the 4 days. So
isn't that amazing? I mean, football games
and it's all
get 50,000 people.
Everyone wants to see Tiger. That's why. So
yeah, he's making a comeback.
That's what they were all there for.
He is good for the game, isn't he?
So anyway, what's the topic for tonight?
Yeah, tonight we were running. Trent Taylor's starting to stick out and looking like he's going to make a comeback. And then there's those who think that Trent Taylor was never that good to begin with. And then there are those that think, well, you know, he is expendable. And did Trey just say, I want to see if Trent Taylor can beat out 5 guys ahead of him, any one of them. And, that's pretty much on Trent, who's Nick Wagner, the ESPN, says he is indeed the standout player so far of the season, but we're already on in the camp. So, you know, that could shift at some point. But, yeah, that's one thing. And Alex Brown, one thing, look for Alex Brown and check him out. And give us – that's all I'm going to say.
Brown. Did we pick him up? Did we pick him up this year, Alex Brown?
Because we signed him on May the 16th. He is a 49er and looking for a job.
What college did he play for?
He's a Bulldog from South. Is that South Carolina State? Yeah, South.
Okay. Yeah, so a small school guy then. But as far as Trent Taylor goes, there's one thing that I do disagree with Trey on is that I do believe he's going to make this team. That's the main reason why we brought on Wes Welker is to
work with Trey,
amplify his abilities and show the traits that he hasn't shown yet as far as being a one-trick pony. You know what I mean? Like, he needs to show more than just being that slot guy. He needs to show that he can play on the outside too. And he the one thing I do love about Trent Taylor is he's clutch on third downs. When we need him on third downs, he is there.
That's what I like about him.
That's one reason why he's not getting cut. I'm sorry, Trey, but he's not getting away from his team.
I love when you apologize.
On third, I'm a polite person. So he's clutch on third downs, Ronbo. It's insane.
No, I know.
That's something we found.
He's so determined.
Yeah. So.
And he and Jimmy have a great chemistry together. What I do like is you can tell Jimmy G. Percentages go up no matter who you are as a wide receiver. Jimmy G puts that ball in the sweet spot. You notice when Jimmy G was playing, how guys could get that ball and almost in stride and just keep on moving. He doesn't set guys up to get killed. They're usually right in the right position when Jimmy puts that ball there, and they can just travel. So George Kittle, the kind of guy that gets a lot of yards after the catch, that's why he likes Jimmy G so much too. Remember, what did he say about Jimmy G's throws? He thinks his cadence is sexy, but he even says, he says Jimmy throws a pretty ball. See? So Jimmy,
he does.
He connects all the dots. But like you're saying.
And one more quick point about the J-Dub. If you can't ball out in Jim Tom Suba's system, then you're a sorry-ass player. I'm sorry. Come on. That is one of the worst coaches we've had in the history of the entire San Francisco 49ers existence, Ronbo. He couldn't ball out in Jim Tom Suba's
Wait. But here's the thing.
The easiest system you could play for.
If the system is bad, how are you going to play in it? I think that was one of his best years, though. Wait. You picked the wrong year. Jimmy had a great year 2015, actually.
A great year? What's considered a great year?
No, I mean, he had lots of stats. He was Jimmy Ward was considered the best defender on the field. I think 2016 when they brought him out there, they're going to make sure they had Jimmy on the field, so they're going to make him play corner. I really wish, this year that's not a problem, though. Put him where he's best at. He's a natural safety. Then, damn it, put him at safety and let him stay there. Don't keep switching him around. It's just not good for him or the team.
The safety spots are going to Jaquan Tart and Marcel Harris.
Marcel's not going to play. We're talking about the over the top. This is a cover three. You're not going to put Marcel Harris back there. I mean, you could, but you shouldn't. Kowalski can actually play the center field position, though. Does quite well, actually. But we'll see.
But, shout out to the whole TNT family, Trey, Trez, Will, Dre, Rod. You all know who you are, the Nighthawk fan club, Sheik, my boy Sheik, Jersey Joe. And that's pretty much my 2 cents. I'm going to go to bed. I've walked 7 miles yesterday in that golf course. My calves are killing me. And
Trey,
I'm just...
So every time you attend an event, there's injuries. I mean, you attended the 49er game and you came out looking like a piece of bacon.
I'm in pretty good shape. So it wasn't. I have flat feet and I wore flat shoes, which is the biggest mistake ever. I should have worn my workout shoes and
get some arch supports. You don't have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's my calves are killing me right now. I'm going straight to bed.
All right, Joe.
Y'all have a good night. Shout out to everyone. Y'all have a good night. All right, take care.
Good night, Joe. Hank Mooney. If Verrett is healthy, we got the best duo in the middle with Quan and Fred and 2 dogs in the corner. Defense is going to be fun to watch. Hank, this is what I've been trying to say. People are thinking that Jimmy Ward, God bless him, is reason to call the secondary questionable. Now, you just mentioned it. Jason Verrett is most likely still going to be a Pro Bowler after taking a whole year off to heal up. He can't wait to get back out there. Do we need to continue to tell people what Richard Sherman is capable of? I don't care how old he is. He never was quick. He never was fast, but what he is unbelievably brilliant. He knows how to position himself to make plays, and he makes them. Now, you got Quan Alexander, another Pro Bowler, running around guarding the secondary. I got Fred Williams. I got Fred Warner next to him. I got Kwaski T or Marcel Harris. It don't matter. Between the two of them, they'll get the job done. Where in hell? And I got J-Dub, a polished veteran who nobody likes because he gets hurt. But I'll be damned if he can't play. So where in hell is that defensive secondary weak? I don't get that. And when I hear it, I'm confused. I said, what? There's something I don't understand. I'm looking at the personnel, the experience. I'm trying to say, what? The secondary could be one of the strongest units on the team. But yet people suspect it? Maybe it's me. It ain't Hank. It ain't, I'm just saying. Fam, ruminate on that a bit. And as I say, we're going to have a quiz, maybe as early as tomorrow. Alex Brown, your homework assignment is to check out Alex Brown and be prepared to give a full report tomorrow on Mrs. Brown's baby boy. It looks awfully promising. Fred Warner ain't made no lie. Or as Trey would say, it's not fake news. You guys kill me. He never said that Kirk Cousins was better. Fam, I see it. Hey, hit that like. Oh, don't hit that like. I got interrupted. I thought we were done. I thought I went through this. Let me do this right now. Hank Mooney! If Veretta's healthy, we got the best. I just did that. I got caught on that, didn't I? I got carried away. Hey, Anthony Baker says, what's up, man? You still a man of sports topics. Go Niners. Anthony, thank you, fam. Antonio Kidd says, hey, Niner Empire, we're going to be doing a whole lot of Super Saiyan screaming this year. Go Niners. And this is it, fam. It's like Kyle says, injuries are not going to take us out of the competition this year, so we don't have to be concerned about injuries as serious as we have been. Adrian Gutierrez says Deebo Samuel has all the tools to be our number one wideout. And Matthews is going to steal someone's job. Could be, It's hard for me to tell. JMJP, what up? Don Riddell, sleeper. Julian Taylor. He's on a soft bubble right now, too. We'll see, though. D'Angelo Mosley says, as an ex-corner, I'd rather guard Taylor all day instead of Richie James or Jordan Matthews. Wait a minute. Roll that up again. Taylor? Fam, I played that spot. If Coach would have told me, all right, Ronbo, you got Taylor. No, I don't. What? Coach, man, come on, man. You know what? When I get back to school Monday, man, they're going to be laughing at me, man. Come somebody, get somebody. Trent Taylor's, oh, damn. Just like that, he's out of your sight. D'Angelo Moses says, I still think Marquise Goodwin will remain Jimmy's favorite. Yeah, because Goodwin's always going to be open. And that, after a while, that becomes easier for you if you're a quarterback. Dominic Winters, what's up? Paul Salving is Foyle and Sims completely insane. I take Jimmy G over Cousins any day. Not even close. They lost a lot of credibility with me for sure. I know, Paul. I don't know. I think they're doing that just to get attention, Jeff Tan, Pettis, Debo, Goodwin, Hurd, Taylor, Matthews, KB7. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See, Jeff, that's 7. Maybe, you know what? I wish they would take 7. So if the 49ers keep 7 wide receivers, it would end all problems. Jay Realistic just watched the Alex Brown highlights. Bleep, this man's a savage, has speed, hits hard, and is all over the field. Exactly what we need. See, that's okay. Maybe in Dante Johnson. Don't get comfortable. Hank Moore, question: you think Verrett will be ready week 1? Yeah, absolutely. Really anxious to see how this dude does. Yeah, Hank, he'll be ready because he's already ready, from what I understand. Actually, Hawk Hater TV, JD came in yesterday and mentioned that he was at an event the other day where they were running the obstacle courses, and you don't see no limp, no hop, nothing. Actually, there's been some things said about Verrett a month ago about how he looks ready for prime time already. So I doubt very seriously another month or two from now that he ain't ready. Anthony Baker, the center, has to be the best lineman on the field on the old line. I know, man. And that is not Weston Richburg. It really is of a concern. Daniel SF 49ers fan 5249. No doubt person Richburg are trash. Opposing teams crash the middle. I know. Continuity is not a replacement for talent and ability. I hope for better, but not holding my breath. Body of work speaks for itself. I know, man. You know what? I hope this guy we're getting from the Falcons may work out, because he plays center position too, and he's playing right now with the ones while Richburg's trying to heal up. And Chad Garrett says, I will be at our home opener versus Pitt on September 22nd for my birthday. See you guys there if you're faithful. Yo, Chad, birthday boy. Corvus Williams says, what's up from Olive Branch, Mississippi. Corvus, what's up? Mississippi, ain't that the home of the Hush Puppies? Mike, hey, we keep McKinnon. What people forgot, he was a quarterback at Georgia Southern. The plays Kyle scheming up with them both together in the quarterback room during the rehab. Picture it. McKinnon, quarterback number 3. Bye-bye, Bethard. Now, see, I hadn't thought about that. You talk about a quarterback that might be able to scramble. Kyler Murray ain't got nothing as far as speed on Jerick McKinnon. I'd like to see that, actually. And I can see him run that play in a clutch situation anyway. Dean Barry, sup, Ronbo? I haven't been on for a while, but always listen, man. Hey, thanks, Dean. Good to hear from you, too. Roger Jorgensen, hey, Ronbo, 31 other teams are going to wish they had Mitch. Even Trey and Trez are no longer complaining about Mitch. They was red hot that night we picked him up. And a lot of other people were red hot, too, because they still want to see them safeties. We'll see. And John Delvin says, finally, The Rock has come back to Monday Night Raw with Ronbo. How you doing? Hey, John. And Daniel Singh, Taylor's looking good. Ronbo don't want to speak too soon, but I believe at wide receiver they're going to have to work extra hard to earn a starting spot. Jalen, Debo, Jordan coming in hot. I know. We ain't even seen Jalen Hurd yet, but I know Kyle ain't about to let him go anyway. Not Empire. He says Kendrick is a lock. He has had time with the offense, and I bet he's got stronger at catching under the traffic, too. I tell you, boy, I love me some Kendrick Bourne. And John Delvin says Jimmy G about to come back and open a can of whoop butt. Go ahead and say it like it is. Whoop ass. Los Angeles, Lakers, Rams, Dodgers, Angels, all of L.A. will feel Jimmy G's power. I was wondering where you go with that. You forgot to put LeBron's name in there, too. Oh, God. Hey, it's Daniel SF 49ers fan. Daniel SF 49ers fan 5249. I got that down to a rhythm, I like to say. He says, sorry I haven't been able to call in, Brother Ronbo, because I work night shifts, but watch when I get home and at break. Love you, Ronbo, and thanks for all you do. Appreciate you, fam. And Daniel, SF 49ers fan 5249, appreciate you, fam. Love the contributions. Thank you so much. Everybody tonight who dropped in a few bucks, appreciate you, fam. Hey, tell you what, let's go ahead and find something to talk about tomorrow night, would you? If that like, fam, I'm gonna tell you good night. Niners!